Well, Ballylongford, a Galera Cord de Gael, and welcome to the Kingdom of Kerry on behalf of the North Kerry Board for the North Kerry Senior Football Championship Final. It is indeed a great time of the year in County Kerry, and of course Christmas and Santa are not far away as we begin our video production for this North Kerry Championship Final. And of course with Santa arriving, the Christmas shopping is taking place, and we begin our preview of this video production for the North Kerry Board in the town of Castleisland, who are the reigning North Kerry Senior Football Champions and bidding to win 2 back-to-back titles for the first time in their history. A very, very unique pairing indeed themselves, and Moyvane are meeting in this year's North Kerry Championship Final. They have never met each other before in the North Kerry Senior Championship Final. Moyvane, of course, have 17 titles already to their credit, and they certainly will be taking all the beating on Sunday. So from downtown Castleisland, we've arrived up here at the React football pitch, or the React athletics pitch, where the Desmonds team are training tonight. This is the Tuesday night before the North Kerry football final, and as you can see here, a fantastic facility right throughout here, lighted pitch in the middle, and the Desmonds are about to arrive, or are arriving as we speak. Now here with me we have the Desmonds team trainer. They've just got together tonight for the gathering. Derry Sheehan along with Mikey O'Connor. Well, Derry, what's the plans for the upcoming North Kerry final?
The plan, Paddy, is to kind of play as well as we can, and as well as we're left, and hopefully that will be good enough.
It's the first time that a Desmonds team are trying to win 2 North Kerry titles back to back. It's a fantastic achievement, having come through the hard way in particular.
Well, it would be a very nice achievement for this bunch of lads who, when they started out 3 years ago, would have been regarded as probably an awkward and an average group of players. One thing I would say for them, they've kind of stuck at it. They have great heart. They don't know when to give up, and I think it would be just reward for what they've put in over the last 3 years if they could succeed in pulling this off.
What will the conditions, will it make any difference to you, Derry, on Sunday? Would you like a nice, fresh, dry day, or would it make any difference to you?
Well, when you're playing a team like Moyvane, who are physically very strong, the faster the ground is, the better it would be for us.
Any injury problems going into the game?
You know, we always have bits and pieces of injuries, but at this stage we don't worry about them. We'll play with what we have, and if it's good enough, it's good enough.
It must have been difficult, though, Derry, with a lot of the players away, getting them together for training and trying to keep a squad going when they're out of the town as such and away from home.
Well, it's hard in the sense of trying to get a game plan organised. I mean, I'd have to pay fierce credit to the fellas away. They have trained physically, they're fine, and they have been fine all year. But it's very difficult to get the whole squad together where you have them broken up into 3 parts to try and get a team game going.
Have you seen Moyvane play this year?
I have, yes.
Yeah, what kind of a side have they?
Strong, forceful, and impressive.
Will take a lot of beating on Sunday.
Will take a lot of beating.
Now, Mikey O'Connor, the captain of the very first ever Desmonds team to win the North Kerry Championship final. Mikey, how do you call this and final on Sunday next?
Well, I'd find it difficult to call the game, Paddy, because I haven't seen Moyvane playing, but I believe they're a strong side. They'll be very committed. Moyvane teams are always very determined and strong. I've seen Desmonds playing a good bit this year, most recently against Lone Rangers, where they were very impressive. They were down 7 points and they didn't give up. This is a very honest Desmonds team. They don't have maybe the experience of previous Desmonds teams, or maybe they don't have a lot of big names, but they certainly have a bunch of young lads there that are extremely honest in game, and you know it goes a long way. They're a nicely balanced side. They have a bit of strength up the middle, and they have fellas that won't give an inch away at the back. So it should be, I'm looking forward to a great game and a great day out.
Now, 17 North Kerry titles by Moyvane. It certainly goes to show that they are the form team when it comes to North Kerry. They have a hunger and a desire. They say that no other team in North Kerry has to win the title.
Well, I couldn't tell you when they won it last, but I'd say it's a while, Paddy.
1999, yeah.
99, yeah, a few years, so not that long ago, but I presume they'll be looking at this as a real opportunity. I think from what I've seen in North Kerry, there hasn't been any really strong team in the last few years. Maybe Fanoog. I was surprised to see them go out so easily, and as far as I know, it was Moyvane that beat them, so that's a fair indication. Fanoog are a very strong side. They have a lot of players who've worn the Kerry jersey at some level. They're venting up to 10 or 11, I believe, so they're probably the one team I would expect to have been in the final and even to win it out. So it's hard to judge, really. how good any of the teams left in it are. Desmond did win it last year. That experience has stand to them. But Moyvane will be giving it everything, I'm sure.
Certainly great enthusiasm in the Desmond's camp. There's quite a good turnout here tonight, and conditions absolutely ideal for it. Now with me, Domo here, the one who himself has already got 2 North Kerry Senior Championship medals and is a selector with the present squad. Domo, the chances on Sunday?
Very good, Paddy, very good. Our attitude is good, you know, they're up there, they want to win it. That's the important thing.
Now, what's your campaign been like? Give me a rundown of how the games have gone for you in North Kerry from the start.
All North Kerry Championship games are tough, you know, never high scoring games, you know, and the most you get between the teams, point or two, no matter whether they're Division 4 or 3 or 2, it makes no difference. All North Kerry Championship games, they nearly go to the wire, you know.
And they are tough, Domo.
They are tough, yeah.
Now, you've never met Moyvane in a final. This is a kind of unique pairing. You're going into the game as slight favourites at 4-5 on. Are you justifiably favoured, you think?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think Moyvane beat a very good Finuge team. Now they were saying that Finuge were poor in the forward line. But I mean, they more than compensate that with their overall teamwork. But Moyvane never left them play like. So it's going to be tough.
The training going well?
Oh yeah, going very well now. Looking forward to it now next Sunday.
Now, what's your toughest game so far, Kieran, in the championship, would you say?
I suppose all 3 were tough. But I suppose the drawing game against Ballylongford was the toughest one, alright.
Now, in comparison to last year, are there many changes in your side, or is it much the same squad you've together all the time?
Well, I suppose everyone knows the players we're missing. Like, we're missing 5 or 6 from last year, like, but there's 4 or 5 of us instead of them doing a great job, so I wouldn't be using any excuse of missing players, like.
Now, can you recall the last time you played against Moyvane?
I can't, Paddy. No.
You can. So it's never happened in a North Kerry final, but you probably have met them, I suppose, in the leagues at some stage over the years.
Oh, we have. We played them in the game this year. But
did you see them in recent times? Have you seen them play?
No, I didn't see them at all.
You have no idea what their strengths or weaknesses are?
Not really, no. It's the result.
Now, from your own point of view, as a mixed squad of players, would you prefer it was a nice, fine, dry day on Sunday?
Oh, jeez, yeah. Being a town team, like, we'd like the dry ball, alright, like, but that makes no difference, wet or dry.
No, Brian, just taking a break from training, the vice captain. What's the form of the camp like at the moment?
Our form is good, like, but it's our first night together now. In a while, we haven't really been training for this, but hopefully, like, we can try and pull it off on Sunday.
Now, having won it last year, what does it mean to you this year to be back in the final again?
It feels great being back in it, as I say, like, you know, but it's going to be very, very tough on Sunday.
Moyvane are a good, strong side. They have a great tradition.
Very I saw them, you know, against Finuge, and they seemed they were up for it, you know, they were fair strong lads.
Now, who would you say would be their stronger players, or what would you fear most about the present squad that they have, Brian?
Well, the fact that Mossy Mulville plays anywhere. He started full forward against Finuge, and he ended up full back. He was out on midfield. He's all over the place, you know. Like a video bowler there, they're excellent players, you know.
Good, strong players.
Good, strong players, yeah.
Now, in the camp at the moment, you know, at the start of the year, was winning a back-to-back North Kerry, was it high on your priorities when you met up at the start of the year?
No, it wasn't really. Well, our main goal every year was to try and go as far as we could in the Senior Championship, but that didn't work out. We're going to intermediate now next year, so we'll have to concentrate on that. But at the moment, our focus is on Sunday.
Can you do it?
Fingers crossed we can. We'll be up for it anyway.
Now, John, they tell me you're having injury problems at the moment. John Flynn, do you hope to start on Sunday?
Paddy, I'm not too sure really at the moment. You know, the knee's giving me a bit of trouble, alright, like, so hopefully a few more days left to go, so hopefully.
Have you seen Moyvane play?
Yeah, saw him playing the last day against Finuge, I think it was for first 20 minutes, and they look very impressive altogether, you know, scoring points from down around the sideline, and they look good spirited team, alright, yeah, definitely.
Now, having won the North Kerry Championship last year, what does it mean to be back in it again?
It means a load, really, you know. Like people say, it goes on too late, alright, in the year and everything, you know, but you know, what else would you be doing? Like, you know, playing football keeps you occupied and doing other things, you know. So it's brilliant, really, to be in a 2 in a row is great, like, you know.
Will you beat Moyvane?
Hopefully, no. Yeah, we'll be going all out for it, alright, you know. So it'd be nice to create a bit of history, alright, win in the club, like winning the 2 in a row. So hopefully.
Now, Mikey O'Connell says the most improved player on the Desmond team this year. John Brennan, looking forward to the final.
Oh yeah, big time. After last year, I didn't start all year. Just
I didn't train much, so I've been stuck last, so I'm really looking forward to this year.
And just from watching what's going on there, the spirit in the camp appears to be very, very high, John.
Mighty. We're a big group here tonight now, we're all looking forward.
Have you seen Moyvane play in recent times?
I have, I saw it only in the first half against Fenwick.
Now, what's your verdict on them?
Tough and strong.
Physical,
very physical.
Now, who will you probably be marking on Sunday?
I'd say one of the Carney brothers. There's two of them in midfield.
Good experienced players.
They've been around a while now, so they'll be tough to crack, but hopefully, I'm playing a while now myself, so hopefully we'll be able to crack them up. So.
The very best of luck on Sunday.
Thanks, Paddy.
Martin, it's going well. What's the form like for the upcoming game on Sunday?
It's good enough, Paddy. We'll have it all to play for, I'd say.
You think so? Moyvane are good and strong?
I think Moyvane will have the edge on us Sunday. I firmly believe that. I think we're a lighter team. I don't think we're as fit as what we were last year. But they'll definitely be more physical than us. And I think when it comes to the crunch, they might have that more physical power behind them. But we're happy to get where we got. If we went out last week, we would have been disappointed. But with the team we have this year, it would have been it's a big achievement to get to where we got after losing a few boys last year, the Dylans.
Yeah.
So
the spirit is good in the camp, though.
The spirit's very good. Yeah, very good. No, I must say that. But it's going to be a battle, Paddy.
But you ready for it?
Ready for it. We're always ready for it, Paddy.
The best of luck. Now, Mikey O'Connor having a few words now with Derby here.
Well, Derby, they say you're the best looking full forward that ever played for Desmond's and the best looking player since Arthur O'Connor retired. How do you think of that?
Well, I can honestly say, I am the best full forward Desmond's ever had, and I'm one of the best full forwards as well, I suppose.
And how's the fitness for Sunday? Never a great problem for you anyway?
No, I'm carrying myself well low this year, no injuries, so Mikey.
Training very hard?
Training 3 nights a week, Mikey.
Would you have any idea what time you'll be going to bed Saturday night now before this game?
Well, hopefully about 12 o'clock. We'll have a couple of videos and I'll head away into bed.
Obviously football videos of some of your previous great games that you played yourself, just to get the confidence up.
Of course, Mikey.
What do you think about Moyvane? Have you seen much of them this year?
I've seen none of them, and none of them didn't see them playing at all this year, Mikey. But I heard they're a big, strong physical team, and we're a small team, but hopefully we'll get going today.
It's an unusual thing for a man of your magnitude to say we're a small team, Derby, but if they're bigger than you, they're some big lads.
Well, Mikey, I always say too, we need big players to win championships, Mikey.
Yeah, that's true. You'll need a bit of strength Sunday. And how will we fare out in the strength stake? Do you think we'll have the strength for them?
Well, hopefully up the middle now, we'll do our best,
All the best of luck to you, Derby Sunday. I'll be there shouting at you as usual.
Thanks, Mikey.
All right. I have Neelis Lyons and Pierce Cronin, two first-timers in a North Kerry final. They missed out last year in the championship, so if they win this year, it'll be their first medal. I presume, Pierce, you're looking forward to that?
I'm looking forward to it very much, my God, here. And hopefully we put in a great performance next Sunday, so surely we will. But the last couple of matches we had, we're playing some very good football, so hopefully we'll do the same again on Sunday again.
Have you any idea who you'll be marking the next year? Do you know anything about him?
No idea at all. I have no idea at all. We'll see now. We'll see come Sunday. We'll see. I'm not too sure at all.
Neelis Lyons, undoubtedly the star against Dua. Did you have a replay? Was it the second day or was it the first day? He came on the second half definitely, and he inspired. I never saw him playing such a game. He brought balls out of defence. He seemed to lift the whole team that day. You're looking forward to Sunday, I suppose.
Yeah, it should be a good game, I'd say, Mike. I missed out last year, college and stuff, so hopefully this year now putting in the effort and hopefully we'll reap the rewards.
You have no idea who you'll be marking the next day, have you?
I don't. No.
Well, what we hear about Moyvane, of course, is that they're big and strong, and what I'd be saying about our fellas, haven't seen them. Some of them mightn't be big and strong, but they've got heart to burn, and no one has more heart than Pierce Cronin. I'll just ask Pierce briefly what it's like to be part of that Desmond's team now, having been in the sideline for so many years watching them.
It's absolutely brilliant, Mike. So it's just to get on the first 15 and just play as good as you can. It's actually really good. So it's about it, really. Yeah.
Well, I've finished playing before you started, Pierce, but I'll tell you, I'd hate if you were marking me, because he's one sticky marker. Neelis, a different style of player, more forceful, a bit more direct going for the ball, maybe more of a ball player. Are you looking forward to Sunday, Neelis?
Yeah, Mike, we should get the result now and we'll have the celebrations after, hopefully.
I have Didi Kearns here and Shane Walsh, my cousin, the only fella that could rival Derby for looks in the team. Looking forward to Sunday, I presume, Shane.
Oh yeah, it'll be a great occasion, I'd say. I remember last year now there was a massive crowd out there, and hopefully again
done better running out in front of a couple of thousand people. Like that's something else.
Shane's going for his second medal. Shove in here a bit near me, Shane, going for his second medal. And also, of course, if he achieves that, it'll be a historic achievement, because even when there were great Desmond's teams in the past, they never won 2 in a row in North Kerry Championship. I don't think they ever even contested 2 finals in a row. And Shane is now playing in his 3rd North Kerry final. Would that be right, Shane?
Yeah, here the first year a bit of disappointment, but since then, we're going to improve a small bit. One last year, hopefully again this year now.
Shane, one of the undoubted stars of the current Desmond's team, and going to be one of the great players. We'll talk to Didi Kearns. Didi has been around, he looks very young, but he's been around for a while. Are you looking forward to Sunday, Didi?
I think it's going to be a great occasion for the Desmond's club, and it'll be a great occasion if we win it again for the 2nd time. I mean, we were in the final 2 years ago and we lost, which is very disappointing for the team. But we came out strong again last year, and this year again we were very strong. So hopefully we'll pay off in the day.
We have a lot of young fellas on this team, I've noticed, and the one thing I've observed about them, we were talking about them last night with Dr. Dave, and he said that they're a very, very honest team, and I think that's one thing you have going for you, that there's great spirit in all the new players, and I think that'll stand to you on Sunday. So hopefully you'll create your own bit of history, and there'll be a bit of noise around the main street on Sunday night.
The spirit in the camp appears to be very, very high at the moment. What are the chances on Sunday?
You would have to say the Moyvane are the championship team, like, and have been down for the years. We'll have to be in our game and be fully in our game if we're to be with a chance there.
Yeah, they have the experience, haven't they, of having won 17 titles, and no matter what anybody says, that certainly is a big help, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah, it is. The tradition is there for them, and they give it their all, like, you know. You would have to go along, I suppose, the yardstick of that we beat the war just a point in the first round of the championship, and Moyvane beat them by a point in the final of the North Kerry League, which is as good as a championship.
Yes.
Like, you know. So you know that just shows how tight it will be, like. You know.
And of course, it's a historic one, really, because they've never met in a North Kerry final, despite all the other games they've played in.
They've met in league finals anyway.
Yes, but not in the championship final.
Yeah.
Now, would you go along with the bookies are making the Desmonds slight favourites based on their performances so far?
We have gone in as underdogs every round so far.
Yeah.
And we would prefer to be going in
as underdogs, yeah. But having taken all that aside and looking at the team you have in front of you at the moment and what's available to you, do you think you're good enough to do it?
Oh yeah, we have the players there. We have the football, like, you know, and the heart is there as well, like, and they have put in good performances, and when they were called on at most, they got through.
Well, the very best of luck on Sunday.
Yeah, thanks very much.
So there we have it from the Castleisland Desmond's camp. It's the Tuesday night before the North Kerry Senior Championship final. You can see the spirit in the camp is good, and certainly are not lacking in confidence and ideal conditions for training. So from here we leave it, and now we head to the camp in Moyvane to get the views from their mentors, their players, the kingpins of North Kerry football, Moyvane, bidding for their 18th North Kerry Senior Championship final. So here we have arrived to the Moyvane camp, which takes place tonight in Park na Gael here in Clonmackin, where they've been doing their training in the build-up to the North Kerry Championship final. Now, as Moyvane are training here tonight, the conditions are absolutely ideal here in Clonmackin, and the first man I've come across tonight is the manager of this team, Tomás Keane. Tomás, tell me first of all about the year. How's it been going for the club overall?
Well, overall it hasn't been going too bad. We started off pretty poor in the county league, but as the year went on, we improved, and we stayed up. We didn't get relegated anyway, so we stayed up. We had a good enough year. We went to the semi-final of the Novice Championship, so we were very happy with that, and we won the North Kerry League, so we're very pleased actually with the year, the way it's going so far.
Now, at the start of the year, Tomás, you know, would the North Kerry Championship have been the main thing on your priority list?
No. We decided this year that we were going to try and get out into Division 3 in the County League, and anything else came, we'd be happy with it, so we're more than happy at the moment.
Now, the fact that the North Kerry Championship is on so late, does that suit you?
I suppose not great. We're a very young team at the moment, and we're a light kind of a team. So I think we like the ground dry anyway. But with the new pitches that are around now, you know, there's a lot of good pitches, so the weather don't really make much of a difference really.
Now, from a club point of view, how has it been going in relation to sponsorship, and who would your main sponsors be at this present point in time? It's an expensive time for football, isn't it?
It is. It really is. Yeah. Well, our main sponsorship would be the Creamery in Moyvane, and we have a blotto as well, which keeps us really going. And the people in the parish are supporting us great with the blotto, so we're very happy with that as well.
Now, what's the feeling in the camp about the game on Sunday? This is your first time meeting the Desmonds in a North Kerry final, isn't that? Championship final.
It is. It is. They're a very good side. We know that because they play Division 1 football. They're a county championship football team, and we're kind of struggling away in Division 4. So we know they play very nice football, but we're just going to have to try and do our best to match them.
Are you good enough to take it?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think we are. Yeah, I think the boys. I never seen the boys so enthusiastic in the last couple of years. They're mad to go. Actually, we can't wait now for the day. Actually, we had 3 weeks to wait for the final, but it's a long time. 3 weeks is a long time to be waiting.
Now, Eamon, you've been played in a number of 6 North Kerry finals. You've won 1 North Kerry Championship. What's it like in Moyvane to win a North Kerry Championship final? Is it the big ultimate accolade in club here to win that?
Oh yeah, to win the North Kerry Championship for Moyvane team is the ultimate thing you can do in sport.
Now, what's the atmosphere like in this present and the spirit like in this present squad?
Well, this present squad are a very dedicated bunch of young fellas. I'd say they started training last February, and 2 nights a week ever since. We've had a great turnout here in the field in Clonmachan, and they're really looking forward to playing this final next Sunday.
Now, just tell me briefly what the story is behind having to train in Clonmachan.
Well, Paddy Mulville took over as chairman of the Moyvane club there a number of years ago, and Paddy's main ambition was to have an all-weather field in Moyvane and a new stand and dressing rooms, and they got a committee together and they raised a lot of money for it. It was a lot of hard work, and hopefully now next year the field will be ready to open again.
So you're obviously very grateful to clubs who helped you out in the meantime.
Oh yeah, Clonmachan especially, and we've trained a few nights in Knockanur as well. They've been very cooperative, both clubs. We appreciate it very much.
Take me on to the Desmonds. They're tell me to win their first back-to-back North Kerry titles. It'll be a difficult job for Moyvane to win it on Sunday.
Oh, it will be very difficult, of course. Castleisland are a county championship team, but Moyvane have a great tradition in North Kerry. They have the most number of championships won, I think, to 17, and I know these lads won't let us down on the day.
Now, Jackie, being captain on Sunday for Moyvane, it's a great occasion. How are you feeling about the game?
Yeah, it's like this. We've not a lot of people are giving us no chance. That's people waiting. People think we're going into it, like, but I reckon we've a great chance.
I'm just watching the training here. The spirit in the camp is very, very good. And I mean, after all, Jackie, Moyvane have won 17 North Kerry titles. So I mean, you are the kingpins of it. So you've everything to prove on Sunday, haven't you?
Well, we've nothing to prove, like, because people are saying that we've got as far as we could go. Like, so what have we proved, like?
Yes,
we've won it like two times. I've won it 2 times. A lot of players have won it 2 times here. Some one or two have won it 3 times. So.
And nobody gave you hope the last day going in against Fenwick, but the spirit was mighty, and that was a great performance.
But sure, like, we're not listening to people. We listen to ourselves. We know how good how bad we are. Like, so it's like down to the day. We have a chance. We have a good chance against them. I think we'll beat them straight out.
Now, have you seen them playing in any game so far, Jackie?
Against Ballyduff, they were very good, but I think Ballyduff let him play. Ballyduff let him play. Like, that's the difference. Like, I seen the second half against, first half against Bale, but they were only alright that day, like, but they're a good side. They're in 3 North Kerry finals in a row, so they must be fairly good, like.
And they're trying to win it. They're trying to win it back to back for the first time ever. Who would you say would be their strongest players now, having seen them against Ballyduff?
Yeah, the centre back, Kieran Sullivan. I suppose he's good. The full back is good, and it's Kevin Lynch. I suppose is the danger man. If our man can stop him, I suppose we'll go a long way and win it. Like.
Long way. Now, if you had a choice of the weather on the day, which would you prefer?
Cam day, good day, like, for everyone. Cam, dry day, like, do you know what I mean? No wind.
And in fact, if you play to your full potential, you'll take a lot of beating, Jackie.
Well, that's it. Like, if we do, like, do you know what I mean? We can be up and down, but if we play to our potential, I think we will win it. Yeah.
Oh, DJ Mulville, it's been a long year. You've been training this Moyvane team for quite a while now. Performed well in the county league, stayed up. What does it mean to be in the North Kerry final again?
Oh, it means a lot for the club and a lot for the young fellas that haven't seen or experienced things like this before. It might help to bring on the minors and the ones which are doing average enough this year, but hopefully that North Kerry final, if we win, it will improve the club and it'll improve the young fellas coming up along, which want to get on to the senior team.
Now, you've been there, you've done that before. Do the young fellas realise how important it is to win a North Kerry Championship out here?
They do, like they hear from the players like Morris Carney and Eddie Borders, they've been there before, and Johnny Stacks. But I don't think they don't realise it much until the Sunday evening. If they win or lose, Sunday evening they realise it. Whether it be winners or losers, next week tell a lot.
Having beaten Fenwick was a huge hurdle to have jumped for you, and they were hot favourites to win North Kerry at the time. You're going in against a very strong Castleisland Desmond's team who are trying to win a back-to-back title. They'll take a lot of beating.
Yeah, we went in underdogs against Fenwick, true, but yeah, Moyvane have a good strong spirit and a good young team, physical enough for anyone. On the day they're good enough to beat anyone, but saying that Fenwick or Castleisland will take a lot of beating Division 1 side and County League and against Division 4 side and County League, so we'll give it our best shot in the day. Whether it's good enough or not, we'll know someday.
Now, taking me back to the training throughout the year, have you been happy with the response from the players?
Response started the year fairly good, like up to say North Kerry League final, maybe a bit early, but usually during the summer Moyvane kind of things slacking off a bit. Well, with dairy farming and everything that's going on, building contracts is inclined to take from the training a bit, but come the races again, then it gets way better again the races that week after.
So you'll be hoping that Santi will be coming early to Moyvane, DJ?
Hopefully we'll have a look at him maybe next Sunday even if we can get a hold of the dog cup, but sure, if not, we'll talk to him Christmas.
Now, Cathal O'Connor, you're looking forward to the game on Sunday. Your father would like to be, I'm sure, handing over that trophy as chairman of the North Kerry board. Are you good enough to do it, Cathal?
I think so. I hope so. But nice to get the double, the North Kerry League and North Kerry Championship in the 1 year. Training well all the year. DJ Mulville's doing a hard job training us. Tomas Keane, Eamon Sweeney. Going well, I hope so.
Now, Desmond's are a tough, strong team with a very strong panel. Have you seen them play during the year?
Yeah, I saw them against Dewar there. I thought Dewar had won there. A couple of minutes to go, there were 2 points, but they left us sleep. Desmond's are dangerous, like we'll give them any chance at all. That's been tough from the whole time.
The fact that Moyvane have won so many North Kerry senior championship titles, do you think the younger players on the field realise how important that has been over the years?
Well, I'm only here a couple of years.
Yeah.
But I know it's like here in this camp. Moyvane championship is their thing always, and they'll be up for it, don't worry.
Will they win it?
I think so.
Now with me, William Madden, one of the youngest players on the field, the full back on Sunday. William, have you any idea who you'll be marking on Sunday?
Darby Buckley, I think his name is. I don't know much about him now, to be honest, Joe.
Yeah.
But he's supposed to be good enough for footballer, like. So I can always give my all, like.
What kind of a day would you like to be playing? Would you like it to be nice and dry and fast?
Well, I suppose the dry ball is easier to handle, like. The wet ball makes it hard for everyone, like. So hopefully a dry day we'll get.
Now, the start of the year here when DJ started training with you, what was the ultimate aim in your camp?
Well,
was it to do well in the County League?
The County League was always our aim there for the last few years, but it didn't seem to do much for us. So we're not going great in that, like we always seem to concentrate in the championship, like everyone seems to go all out for the championship.
Now, have you any idea as a young fella coming on the scene, having played under 10s and 12s and 14s, what it is about Moyvane and how they have won 17 North Kerry Championship titles?
I don't know, to be honest, really. So I suppose when they get over the first game, they always seem to try more and get better as it goes on, like. So hopefully we'll do it again this year.
Have you seen Desmond's play?
I seen them in Ballylongford there 2 weeks ago. They're alright team, like they're strong. They hold on to the ball a lot, like. So hopefully we'll try and stop them from getting the ball.
Now with me, Eddie Bowler from Dewar, who's been here and has won the North Kerry Championship, and his first season with Moyvane in 1999. Eddie, you looking forward to Sunday?
Yes, very much so, definitely. I mean, it is what we've set out from the start of the year, I suppose. Just every game we get in North Kerry Championship is an extra one. It's just great to be in the final.
Now tell me, what's the feeling in the camp? Is it more than a 50-50 in your favour, the fact that you've beaten Fenwick? Will you be favourites on Sunday?
Well, I suppose I mean, we have beaten Fenwick, but we barely got through that game, and Desmond's are definitely the Division 1 side. Like, I mean, we're long ways to go to catch up to Desmond's. We'll say County League status, but North Kerry Championship is just down to the day, and hopefully it'll go right for us, and hopefully come out the right side of it.
Maurice Carney, captain in 99 when you last won it. What's the big difference in this present squad as compared to the 99 squad, would you say, Maurice?
I suppose they're a bit younger, small bit younger now, but
yes,
there's a difference really. Hopefully we're ready on the day.
Now looking around the Dunbear, Maurice, looking around the Dunbear, the most of your squad seem to be around. Is that a big plus, you think, the fact that the most of them are in the county and able to be here for training, would you say?
It would be, yeah. We'd have 12 or 14 most nights, like. There's a few away in college now, but in general they're here mostly, yeah.
No,
they're all here the weekends, like.
At the start of the championship, you would have been, rated reasonably high, but nobody expected you to beat Fenwick. Were you expecting that to happen?
I suppose within the camp we probably were, like we thought we had a chance. So they thought I think they were a bit cocky themselves on the day, but it's all in the day. North Kerry Championship is funny, like.
It's an amazing
game.
All in
the day, like.
You're talking about a Division 4 team against a Division 1 team, and when it comes to North Kerry final, it makes no difference, or it doesn't?
It doesn't really, 60 minutes and we are well drilled up for it, and we are probably fit on any time during the year. Like,
yeah,
at
the
the
training has gone well.
like.
The training has gone well.
We started training heavy the week of the Star races, which is probably unusual for a lot of teams to hear that, but that's when we started going really strong. Like, so we got 3 hard months on those.
Now, who do you think you'll be marking on Sunday? You know, based on the way Desmond's have been playing so far.
I'd probably Kieran Sullivan. He's centre back from.
He's good.
More than likely, he's good. Yeah, he's very fast in the ball, and you want the eyes in the back of your head because he kind of moves through the middle fairly often. Like, you know, when I watch him fairly tight. Yeah.
Now, having said all that, call it for me on Sunday.
That'll be nothing in it, Paddy, to be honest. So I'd say it'll be a kick of a ball.
At the start of the year, would you say that it was a favourite money wagered on Moyvane? There usually is. There's a couple of big punters out your neck of the woods.
That's horses, I'd say mainly they're backing on these days. I don't think there's any.
I
don't know too many backing Moyvane or this year, to be honest.
I think these punters in Moyvane will back anything they think is going to win.
I'd say 2 flies off the wall, I'd say, to be honest.
Well, listen, the very best of luck on Sunday anyway.
Cheers, Paddy.
Now, Teddy Keane, you're the club secretary at the moment. Another great feeling to be back in the North Kerry final.
Oh, indeed it is, Paddy. Yeah, Moyvane, we always treat the North Kerry final as something special. It is probably one of the premier competitions around, I feel, in the county, and it's really is a great feeling for us, Moyvane, to be back into it. And we think we're going to have a good go at it, and we're going to have a good day out anyway.
It's a unique pairing, isn't it, Castleisland Desmonds and Moyvane? It's the first time ever in a championship final here in North Kerry.
Indeed it is, Paddy. Strangely enough, for probably 2 of the stronger teams in the North Kerry area down the years, it's unusual that they never actually met in a final before, in a championship final. They did meet in league finals, but it's the first pairing in a championship final, and we're delighted to have a go at them. Desmonds are a good side. We know they're a Division 1 county league side and they're playing good football, but we're delighted to have a go at them, and it's certainly a great way of testing how good we are and how far we have come ourselves.
The support in the club has been very, very good at all the games you've played, and I'm sure you've had good backing in the background as well from sponsors, etc.
We have indeed, Paddy. On that note about sponsorship, I'd like to thank on behalf of the club our main sponsor, which is the Newtown Sands Co-op. But in general, the support through the parish for our football, for all our teams, has been fantastic. Moyvane traditionally are probably one of the better supported teams in the area, and they'll certainly create a good atmosphere on Sunday for the lads, for the players, and they'll be given 100% effort behind them. And sure, if things don't go well, sure, that's the way the game goes. But it certainly won't be for the want of support or for the want of trying that anything will go wrong.
Now, Pascal Sweeney, holding the microphone up to his mouth there, tells me that you've already won 2 North Kerry medals in '95 and in '99, going for the 3rd one. Will you do it on Sunday, Pascal?
I think we will. We are well prepared for it now at this stage of the game. We've been written off all the year since the championship campaign started. I think we quietened half of those people.
Absolutely,
when we put Finoog away out of it. And we're going in, I know, as well as that day we're underdogs for the final, and that's the way we like it. That's the way all the boys like it, and they're really fired up for it, and I can't see why we can't pull it off Sunday.
Having been there in '95 and '99, what are the major changes in the squad from those years? Any survivors from '95 apart from yourself?
There is, yes. Myself now and the Carney brothers, Jackie and Mossy Mulville there, Mikey Mulville, DJ Mulville. There's 9 or 10 lads there.
There's fierce experience in this squad, really.
Oh, there is, yeah. They're there a long time. They're there come back 7 or 8 years.
And how are those guys' legs holding up now? Tell me.
Not too bad, no.
Yeah.
Not too bad. At least I won't be doing half the runners. The rest of them will be Ivy and goals, of course. But I see the rest of them. They're flying off their skin.
They tell me that Berkey Brown may have to close, like for the Christmas period, if Moyvane win this.
Well, I don't know much about that side. We haven't much on ourselves anyway, but I hope there's a few Moyvane heads back. They got us back there late 8-1. We were at the start, I think.
That's right.
Pretty good price. I think now we're only looking back, we didn't back ourselves.
Yeah. But the spirit is good in the camp, and there's no such thing as being too nervous and so on. Even though Desmonds are a strong side, aren't they?
They're very big and strong and physical, all right. But like as we played like against Finoog was strong and physical as well. But we don't mind that. Like the boys are here, fit enough and strong enough, and they won't give them an inch on Sunday. We're not afraid of that side of it at all.
It'll make a good Christmas in Moyvane. You'll be hoping it'll start early.
God almighty, it'll make a good New Year as well. Don't have it, I think.
Now with me, the youngest player on the Moyvane team, Brian Stack, nephew of Johnny. Brian, looking forward to it?
Oh, definitely. I would do it. Waiting for it all year.
Now, being the youngest in the camp here, I'd have to say you're in the middle of a right bunch of characters, I'd say.
For sure. Without a doubt, there's a lot in the team. It only helps the morale, like, as well as team spirit.
Now, what situation are you going to school at the moment?
No, I'm an apprentice fitter.
You're apprentice fitter, so you've no problem in getting away at night time for training. What's the training been like all along?
Getting tougher as the year went on. building up for the championship, of course. Like, since the heat has peaked in about a month ago.
Yeah.
Since then we've been winding down for the final. Like.
Now, who do you think you'll be marking on Sunday based on the way Desmonds have been playing so far?
I don't know how to tell the truth.
Have you seen them in action?
I haven't.
Oh, you didn't see them? Yeah, it'll be a tough one for you.
Oh, toughest so far, I'd say. Without a doubt.
Now tell me, what's the thing you fear most about Sunday? Would you like it to be a nice, fine, dry day, or does it bother you?
Yeah, I'd prefer the dry ball. The wet conditions don't suit me, obviously, because of my size. But besides, I just don't like the wet ball anyway.
Now, if you were to pick a player that you've looked up to over the year in Moyvane, a fella who's caught your eye over the years as a young fella playing football, who would he be?
I'd have to say Eamon Stack, or else Mike Scanlon. They were the two I looked up to when I was underage.
Now, if it happened that you were to win the game on Sunday, would you be turning up for your apprentice work on Monday morning?
I'd have to say it's very unlikely, at this stage.
Well, listen, the very best of luck to you anyway.
Thanks.
So there we have it, as Brian Stack with God marked on the back of his jersey walks away. You can see the excitement here in Moyvane is very, very high, and they're full of a lot of hope for the game on Sunday. And, well, it's all before them now. So the Kings of North Kerry football, well, there they are on the Thursday night before the North Kerry Senior Championship final. This night week, will they be celebrating? Well, time alone will tell. So with 24 hours left to go, here we are at Berkey Brown's, the punters' pal in Listowel, wondering how the betting has been going. They started off at 4-5 odds on the Desmonds. 24 hours to go, the Saturday before it, and we can see in the window here that Berkey's going 4-5 outside Desmonds, 7-1 the draw and 5-4. I think inside there might be a change. Let's go in and we'll meet the man himself, Berkey Brown, to find out what the build-up has been like. Well, Berkey, tell us about the betting from the start of the year.
Betting at the start of the year was 5 Desmonds, 8 Moyvane. Moyvane was supported before the championship. Desmonds were hard enough to play. Betting on the final was 8-11 Desmonds, 11-8 Moyvane. All the money for Desmonds were like hard enough. The betting on the final is now 8-11 Desmonds, 11-8 Moyvane. The Desmonds showed a bit of 5-6 at the start of the week, 4-5 well back during the week. And they're now 11 right on. All the money for the final is for Desmonds. Moyvane drifters and hard to lay.
Has there been any interest at all in Moyvane, Berkey?
No, Moyvane are hard to lay.
And usually they're a good punting crowd out in Moyvane, aren't they?
It's already another day to go. Maybe they'll come from
Would they actually punt on the Sabbath day out in Moyvane, you think?
Sorry?
Would they punt on the Sabbath day out there, would they?
I have no doubt.
Yeah. So there we have it from Berkey Brown as he goes in behind the counter. The Moyvane man putting on a couple of thousand down there on the far side. It's all to play for. Interesting betting on the half time and the full time, as you can see there from the board. And maybe tomorrow morning he says that it will be before the Moyvane crowd start bringing in the big dash, the stuff from under the mattress. So from Berkey Brown's in Listowel, the day of reckoning has arrived. We're here in Ballylongford, the North Kerry Senior Championship football final about to take place on a famous Sunday in December, the same day that Saddam Hussein has been captured out in Iraq. We have the North Kerry Senior Championship final. Some of the Moyvane players warming up out here initially beforehand. Desmond's players out there on the far side. The day is absolutely ideal for this North Kerry Senior Championship. Now with me, Chairman of the North Kerry Board, Der O'Connor. Der, another fantastic day for North Kerry. You have a son playing yourself, of course. Will that put added pressure on you?
Not really. Cahill has been with Moyvane for the last 3 or 4 years. We'd prefer if he was playing with a red and black jersey for Talbot, of course.
It's all part of going through life.
He's playing with Moyvane. He's happy enough there. He's already won a championship medal in '99 against Talbot. And I expect it to be a good game. Desmonds are a Division 1 side and playing excellent football. But Moyvane are brave battlers in the North Kerry Championship. And I expect it to be a good close game. And I don't expect there'll be much in it before at the finish. At the finish. No, it's nice to see I just see it coming to Ballylongford this year again, isn't it, Der? Pardon? It's nice to see the final coming to Ballylongford again this year. It is. I mean, a lot of people say that Ballylongford is a great venue for the final, and indeed it is. And they have an excellent pitch. They spent a lot of money on it. I just walked a while ago. Now it's in excellent shape, and the crowd is building up, and I expect we'll have a good game, fine crowd, and a fine atmosphere. Now with me, well-known Knocknagoshel man and Grace Sports commentator Luke Keane. Luke, looking forward to today's final.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a very open game, and of course a naval pairing of the champions of North Kerry, champions Moyvane, who are leading the Roll of Honour in the champion with 17 titles, and Desmonds.
Now, do you think Desmond's they're going for their first ever back-to-back titles, Luke, and they are favourites to win it? Do you think that's justifiably so?
That would be my fancy to put back-to-back titles, but I'm just after having a look at the Moyvane team limbering up around here, and I don't think Desmond's will have a cakewalk by any means. In fact, it might take another day.
You wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw, Luke?
Well, I'd be expecting Desmond's to shade it, but you cannot rule out Moyvane either drawing it, pulling it off. They're the championship specialists. And of course we have a special link with today's game. Eddie Welsh, the great Kerry team, and won 4 North Kerry leagues with Moyvane, and his grandson John Flynn is playing today for Desmond's. So all I'd like to say now is I wish both teams well, and may the better team win.
Thank you, Luke. Well, there's no doubt about it, but there's great excitement out here. There's a huge crowd here in Ballylongford. The pitch is in absolutely superb condition. And now with me here is Billy Enright, the Secretary of the North Kerry Board.
Well, Paddy, we're more than delighted that we have a great day for the occasion here in Ballylongford today. And it is a mighty occasion, as you can see, with the background here and whatnot, and we're already in the under-21 game yet. We have a big crowd. This has been the trend since the start of the championship, and there has been some surprises. Unfortunately, everyone thought that it was going to be a Finoog Ballyduff final, but no North Kerry Championship. Surprises happen, and today we have 2 great finalists from both Castleisland and in Moyvane. And again, I had one to call, and at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're back here again, maybe next Sunday.
Desmond's team have been out with the last 15 minutes, certainly warming up well, and out comes John Brennan out to join them. Conditions absolutely ideal here in Ballylongford as they are put through their paces, warming up here, and certainly trying to bidding to win their first ever title, back-to-back titles for Castleisland Desmond. Crowd still pouring in here, and quite a good crowd in the stand coming from all parts of North Kerry. Well, Sean, another great day in North Kerry football, and I know how much North Kerry Championship meant to you and were dear to your heart. Will Moyvane do today?
Well, I think that they're up against it today, but you know, they were up against it in the first day against St. Stephen's. They played exceptionally well, and I suppose no one gave them a chance against Finoog, and let them run a massive performance, and they probably would consider the favourites for the competition. They're very balanced team, Moyvane are. You know, they're fiercely committed on the field, which is like was a long way, might make up for a lot of things that they have lacking. But you know, they played well in midfield the last day. They played well in midfield today. Anything could happen. I suppose from our point of view, keeping the ball away from Kevin Lynch would be the main thing. But other than that, Moyvane, they wouldn't be maybe as good a team as Castleisland, but I expect that they will.
Now, Sean, 17 titles have been won by Moyvane. It just goes to show what the hunger and desire is like out there. Desmond's are bidding for their first ever back-to-back titles. Are you surprised that they're back in the final again, Desmond?
Well, I'm not really, because they have the class players. You know, they're back in the final. This is their 3rd final in a row. They're back in the final this year. About 4 or 5 of the top players that they had last year. But Castleisland Desmonds have the panel of players to be in the final. There's no doubt about that. If they had the same commitment, probably maybe as some of the North Kerry teams had, they probably would have won a lot more titles than they have won. But you know, in that time they won an All-Ireland Club Championship and they didn't win the North Kerry Championship. But there's no doubt about it. Castleisland are a class team.
Now, Sean, this time of the year, the weather has been very kind. It's late in December, but it's a fabulous day for the final, isn't it?
Well, something about the North Kerry final that is usually reserved. The man above usually reserves a good day for the North Kerry final. He looks favourably at North Kerry people, and we thank him for that. And it's nice to have a nice day. And the North Kerry final is a great social occasion as much as a football occasion. And we'll all like to be here today.
Still pouring in, the cars are coming in, and some very well-known faces from all throughout North Kerry. There I see John Kennedy out there, the trainer of the Clare Senior football team, young and old, here for this big occasion. John Kennedy, it's another tough one in North Kerry. How do you see it going today?
Well, it's a difficult one, Paddy. I suppose Desmond will be favourites, and rightly so. They're the Division 1 team in the county. They have some tremendous footballers. But having said that, Moyvane also, they're great championship battlers. Tradition counts for a lot. I think conditions are good, a slight breeze there. Castleisland, as I said, appear to be favourites, but in North Kerry Championship, anything can happen, Paddy.
Yeah, that counts for nothing. I mean, that wouldn't count for anything out here, sure it wouldn't.
There will be very little in it, I suppose. Desmond appear to have the more scoring power, but Moyvane are Dogger Championship contenders, and they always give a good account themselves in North Kerry, and I'd expect a couple of points in at the end.
Now, 2 Castleisland supporters after arriving here. Lads, how's it going to go?
I think they didn't have a fair chance, a 50-50 chance, if they play the ball right and feed the forwards properly.
What do you think, Timmy?
And release the ball quick.
First ball, yes. First ball, don't be deadly with it. They'll win easy.
Now with me, Mort Murphy, very busy man with Kerry Radio and Cork Examiner nationwide. Mort, how do you see today's game going?
Well, I think it's going to be very tough. It's going to be very close. Typical North Kerry fare. At the moment, I suppose you'd have to say Desmond's has been the Division 1 side, would be slight favourites. But Moyvane, tremendous heart, and if they get really stuck into Desmond's and hold Kevin Lynch, and if Desmond's don't get the breaks at midfield, well, it could go anywhere. Slight fancy for Desmond's, but as I say, Moyvane, very, very dangerous, and it wouldn't surprise me if they were to win it.
Still they pour in here, and about 10 minutes to the throw in now, and they're coming from every angle, north, south, east and west of the county. Now two very well known faces here in front of me, lads. How is today's North Kerry final going to go? Richard?
It's an excellent day anyhow for it, weather-wise and so forth. I hope for the best team wins.
Oh, you're being very political now. To tell,
I came from Moyvane, and there's always a great history of football in Moyvane.
And you're having your
Castleisland, and we're sponsoring and so forth, so I hope the best team wins.
Good man yourself. Here they are, some of the Castleisland supporters. There we have them coming in, the Flavin family, Knockanure orientated, but now living in Castleisland. Known face here with me, Johnny Flaherty from Listowel. Johnny, great to see you here. A great day for football again, and they have a fabulous weather conditions for it.
They have beautiful weather, and with the kind of all-weather pitches now, you can look for a decent game, even at this stage of the year.
Yes. Now, Moyvane, having won 17 North Kerry titles, though playing in Division 4, will be up against it today.
It will, on the respective positions in the county league, you wouldn't give them any chance. Desmond's in Division 1 and a county championship team, but the North Kerry Championship's a great leveller, and Moyvane have won more than their share of championships over the years, so they're tough championship battlers, and they'll put up a very good show, and I've no doubt if the Desmonds do win, they won't do it without a hard game.
Here come the Moyvane lads now, just walking in, having warmed out up down on the far side, and very, very keen, very, very eager indeed. They put a lot of work into this year, a lot of training done, and certainly it has the makings of a great game. Some of the very well-known Moyvane punters arriving in here. Right lads, I'm surprised you're not in Mallow today, but of course I suppose Martin with the young fella in action, you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, very much so, Paddy. It's a great day, everything is in place, and I think you know, it's a perfect day for football, and I hope we pull it off.
Martin, the best of luck. Now with me, match commentator for the day, Mike. Mike, an exciting game in prospect. You've been looking at the teams, you've seen them all over the years and over this year as well. It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to call, but this year the championship, I don't think there have been that many great games in the championship. They've been tight, all right. Possibly the best game of Flown football was the Ballylongford game, but both of those teams are not here today. I was very impressed with Moyvane in their victory over Finuig. They were full of heart, courage, commitment. They seem to do everything right on the day. But I've been watching this Desmond team very close, and I'm very impressed with them. Their support play is excellent, and they have the experience of playing in Division 1 of the County League, which is a big plus for them, and they're used to high-pressure game. So I'd slightly maybe favour Desmond by 11 points to 10. That'd be my title game, I think I'd call it.
But it wouldn't surprise you if it finished up in a draw though, Mike. It wouldn't surprise you if it finished up in a draw.
Would not surprise me with Desmond's being involved in Moyvane. Moyvane has a tradition, of course. They have 17 titles, winning 9 of those, I suppose, from 1925 to 39, and they have won a lot of those in the earlier time of the North Kerry Championship. But tradition is there. They are guys that will die for the jersey. But I've no doubt this Desmond team are a quality side, and I'm very impressed with them. The more times I see them, their support play out to defence. I don't think Daniel Nelligan in the goals hadn't that too many saves to make in the championship so far, and that's a credit to his defence outside him and everything, and his midfield. And of course with Kevin Lynch up front, there'll always be scored. But then again, you can look to the likes of Eddie Bowler from Moyvane, who's lethal on both legs on any given day. But there's something telling me inside, judging both teams, that Desmond might have that little bit of craft in their support play around the half-back line midfield, and I slightly tip them. I might be wrong, I've been proven wrong before. That's my predicament.
Okay, Mike, thank you. Crowds are still pouring in. It's now 2:15, and the excitement is really building up here now. With me, well-known Moyvane man, Jody Fitzmaurice. Jody, another great day for Moyvane, and looking forward to it.
Very much so. Very hungry for this victory.
It'll be a tough one, Jody, though.
Very tough.
Now, how would you call it, Jody?
I think it'll be 50-50. Hopefully Moyvane will take it out 1 or 2 points.
Thank you, Jody. Last-minute speeches have been given in the dressing room now. It's coming on 2:20. There's roars coming from both sides. We'll wonder who will be first to come out here. With me, we have some outside supporters here from Ashty. Lads, who's going to win this match?
Moyvane.
Who do you think? Moyvane as well. Here they come, bursting from the dressing room of the Moyvane team, and they certainly are hell-bent on winning this one, and yes, Paddy Mulvihill, one of the great players and supporters and clubmen that any club in the county could have. All throughout the years, he's been with them behind the scenes, within the scenes, and great supporter indeed. Moyvane have come out onto the field now. We're waiting for the arrival of Desmond's. The Desmond's team have come out to the side door, and they're already out onto the field, and they are certainly looking to be in great form indeed. Conditions absolutely ideal here in Ballylongford. As you can see, there's quite a large crowd of people up in the stand, and no doubt about it, but the North Kerry final does really bring out everybody and anybody who's involved in football in the North Kerry area. Right down, I even see Tom Kane from South Kerry down there a while ago, and many from right all over the county as the team trainer Derry Sheehan comes out with Dominic here to one. Marie O'Connor coming out to physio, and also with Jimmy Graney and all the backroom team coming out from Desmond. 17 North Kerry titles. Moyvane have bidding for their 18th championship title, and certainly the home of North Kerry football really, and they have always been there over the years. Paddy Mulvihill definitely getting them going. First 15 have come together, the green and gold of Kerry. Newtown Sands co-op the sponsors. Team captains shaking hands there. Referee Pat Sheehy about to throw up the coin for the toss. Jackie and Daniel, the two captains, nerve-wracking time as the crowds are still gathering in down here below us. Desmonds are playing up the field, and they're coming in again for a photograph. The Desmond's team now coming in for their team photograph. Here we have the Desmond supporters who came by bus, some of them on that side. Now the team photograph. Minute silence there for all deceased relatives and of people who have played football in Kerry over the years.
The hop of the ball and the game is on for the 2-3 North Kerry Championship between Moyvane first attack and a beautiful shot by Cathal O'Connor that goes wide at the left hand side of the post. First attack by Moyvane. It's a beautiful day here in Ballylongford. Not an over big crowd here today. The field is in excellent condition. Daniel Nelligan placing the ball on the corner of the small square for the kick out. Daniel, a long kick out, dropping right into the middle of the field, is going across there. It breaks down the middle of the field, is picked up there by number 11, Kieran Murphy, laying it across to John Brennan. John Brennan, toe to hand in the middle of the field, driving along one in here to this corner, in towards the corner, Brian McMahon. No, Darby Buckley is being pulled back there by William Madden. This is a free in territory. Out here, possibly suit a left leg kick here. Kevin can kick with both legs. 13 metres out, about 3 metres in from the sideline. Early stage of the North Kerry Championship. No scorers yet. Here comes Kevin with his kick. Dropping it, kicking it across towards the big box. Up there, right inside, caught very well inside by Desmond, and it's possibly a free in. A free in to Desmond on the 13-metre line. This will be taken by Kevin Lynch. Kevin at top classes, got some excellent scores in the North Kerry Championship already this year. Now Kevin studying himself. Will this be the first score of the 2-3 North Kerry Championship here in O'Reilly Park, Ballylongford? Here comes his kick, kicked it beautifully, and there's no doubt about it. It's over the bar, it's the first score. It goes to Kevin Lynch, it goes to Castleisland Desmond, leading by 1 point. the score after just 2 minutes of play in the first half. Kick out again by Pascal Sweeney of Moyvane on the 20-metre line. A beautiful kick out, dropping right into them. Up there, rise, Pathis Shull breaks it down, but it comes there to Tom Sheehy. Tom Sheehy, the right half back for Moyvane, driving it up towards the 45. That's the 45, but it's cut off there by number 2 for Desmond Pierce Cronin. Pierce Cronin now to Padraig Shannon. Padraig Shannon back to Pierce Cronin. John Brennan back in his own 45. Sidesteps beautifully, lays it out there again to Pierce Cronin. He's working his way. That's Padraig Shannon. Padraig Shannon out to Kieran's number 9 there for Desmond Morris O'Connell. Morris O'Connell into Kevin Lynch. Kevin Lynch on the Moyvane 45. He's going clean through the middle. He's gone to the 20-metre line. This should be a score by Kevin Lynch, and he'll send it over the bar to make it 2 points to no score. A well-worked move again by the Desmonds. They're lethal there for their building up there from the half-back line midfield. Their 1-2s are very good. They're beautiful ball, a long ball in there to Kevin Lynch from the 20-metre. Solar right through from the 45, took it to the 20-metre line and over the bar. It's 2 points to no score in favour of Desmonds. Again with the kick out the 20-metre line. A beautiful low ball, but Tom Sheehy collecting just outside his own 45, laying it out to DJ Mulville. DJ, a long ball into the corner, is going up towards Eddie Bowler. It breaks from Eddie Bowler, but is picked up there by Martin Hargan. Martin, the number 5, a hand passing across to his full back, John Pinder. John Pinder out to Kieran Sullivan. Kieran Sullivan being supported again by Martin Hargan, overlapping on the centre field. A beautiful ball laid off here to Kieran Murphy. Kieran Murphy, the long ball in again towards Kevin Lynch. Well, Lynch get it, it hops over, but it's DJ Mulville. It breaks from DJ. DJ is back very far there, but the number 4 for Moyvane is coming out with the ball there, and that's Dennis Kennelly. He's been robbed. Back again, number 13 to Pat Fitzgerald, the number 8, the blonde midfielder, going through the 20-metre line, and he's penalised by Patchy, the referee from Clownmackin, who is quite an experienced referee, giving a free out there. Very well, quickly taken by Moyvane. Moyvane is led out there to Morris Carney. It's the long ball up the field. It's going in towards Eddie Bowler. The ball bounces over, and the Bowler with a right-legged kick. That's the first score for Moyvane. It's 2 points to 1 in favour of Desmond in the 4th minute of the first half. Great score there by Eddie Bowler. Dennis Nelligan, Daniel Nelligan, son of the great Charlie, placing the ball on the 20-metre line. Bowler is lethal if he gets the ball. A good move. The conditions are ideal for a great game of football here today. The field is in beautiful condition. There's very little breeze. Daniel with the kick out again, making his run. He's a keeper with an excellent kick out. A low ball this time, beautifully picks out his full back, John Pinder, who's standing outside his own 45. The ball is flicked out to the wing there to Barry O'Neill. Barry O'Neill laying it back to Kieran Murphy. Kieran Murphy flicking the ball forward into number 15. That's Kevin Lynch. He's dangerous forward. He's been marked very closely by Dennis Kennell. It's still Lynch. He cuts back inside, lays it out there to Barry O'Neill. Barry O'Neill's kick blocked down, beautifully blocked down. It's picked up there by Jackie Mulvihill. Jackie Mulvihill out to John Mulvihill, the centre back. Centre across to number 11. Number 11 for Moyvane is Morris Carney. Trying ball in this corner again, but number 7 for Desmond, Shane Welch. Shane Welch is being fouled, and it's a free out. It's a free out. There, Moyvane is feeding Eddie Bowler's corner more. Beautifully laid, taken by Martin Hargan across to John Pinder. Pinder out in the middle of the field to number 11, Kevin Murphy. Pinder out in the middle of the field. This is the full back. He's heading for the Moyvane 45. A beautiful ball out to the wing again to Barry O'Neill. O'Neill still soling, being closed down possibly by Dennis Kinnan. Breaks inside the 14-metre line. Number 14 there for Moyvane going back, picking it up. And that's DJ Mulvihill. Out back to Pascal Sweeney. A long ball out of this wing. Coming towards Massimo, but Kieran Sullivan picks it up. The centre half back for Del on the Moyvane 45. John Pinder is gone inside the Moyvane 45. His kick blocked down again. It's Kevin Lynch going for it. Lynch is down for it on the far side. So he's full of dummies. He cuts in the inside, working his way towards the 20-metre line, looking for support. He'll try a shot from outside the 20-metre line. They're dropping, danger up their rise, but it breaks to Pascal Sweeney. It came off Willie Madden and the full forward Darby Burke, picked up by Pascal Sweeney. Out here to Matthew Mulvihill. Matthew Mulvihill back in his own 45. Right the challenge of number 9, Morris O'Connell, and he's still going through. Matthew holding the ball, still looking for Soar. Beautifully laying out to his number 9 to John Jack Mulvihill. John Jack laying it back again out to them to Jackie Mulvihill. Jackie Mulvihill is the wing back. He's up on the Desmond 45 across the Donald Carney wearing number 8. I blew it for the ball in, but this could be Nelligan's ball. It is Nelligan's ball, and out he comes with it. He lays it out to Kieran O'Sullivan, who beautifully supported. Loses the ball temporarily, but regains control. Back out again. John Brennan back in his own 10-metre line. Flicked it out to win to the centre back. Kieran Sullivan. Kieran Sullivan out to Morris O'Connell.
O'Connell back again to John Pinder. He's very involved earlier on in this game. John Pinder, he's in, but the ball goes straight from John Pinder. It's picked up by Cathal O'Connell, who formerly played with Tarbert. He's fouled off the ball, and it's where the ball lands. Jackie Moyvane will take it. It's just outside the 45, over at the stand side of the field. This kick will Bowler will possibly come out for this. He's taken quickly. He's giving it to Bowler on the 20 metre line, just about 2 metres outside. Stall is with the right, kicks with the left, and his tail and it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. 7 minutes gone here in Ballylongford. The score is 2 points to 1 in favour of Desmond. Oh. Beautifully flicked on here to Barry O'Neill. Barry O'Neill outside the 45. That's Martin Hargan, the wing back up in the Moyvane 45, floating a high ball in. It's a dangerous ball, but it's been picked up by Sweeney. Sweeney is a sound keeper and an excellent free taker. He was too in his earlier career. Out to Jackie Moverhill. Jackie Moverhill across to DJ. DJ coming on towards the midfield, flicking it out to John Moverhill, the centre back, a small centre back, but a great haptic player. A beautiful ball into the corner towards Cathal Connor outside the 15 metre line. Cathal beautifully laying it across towards Bowler, but it's cut out by Shane Welch. It's broken away from Shane Welch. He's been hustled by Bowler, but Daniel Nelligan picks it up. Beautifully played out again by Moyvane. This is Martin Hargan being laid out to him on the wing again, coming up this far side of the field. Beautiful layoff again, but it's possibly picked up by Tom Sheehy. Tom Sheehy, a great haptic player from Moyvane. Cutting out outside. It's a free to Desmond, or to Moyvane. Quickly taken by Tom Sheehy, laying it back to DJ. DJ on the midfield working his way in across to John Jack. That's John Jack Moverhill. And it's picked up again by Jackie. Jackie the wing back, away up on the Desmond's 45. Win for taking it. Beautifully laid out to the centre back, John Moverhill. Places don't matter here today. He's up on 30, tries a left body kick and it tails to the wide again and goes wide. That chances you will have to take him in a North Kerry final. It's ideal conditions. Everything is perfect here today. Moyvane won most of their championships, I suppose, from 1925 to 1939, winning a total of 9 in that period. Two teams in North Kerry have done the 4 in a row. That was Moyvane, done 4 in a row, 36 to 39, and then Bally, but done it from 39 onwards. That was the start of Bally's championship, 1940. Up there right in the middle of the field for it. Picked up the break, being picked up by Kinson, but it breaks from, it's picked up by Donald Carney. Donald Carney into John Jack Moverhill on the 20 metre line. A beautiful move, but it's intercepted. The Moyvane, Desmond's backs are back there in number, and it's Hargan out again. That's Martin laying it out to Morris O'Connell. Morris O'Connell to John Brendan. He's been fouled by Donald Carney right in the centre field out here on the side. He beautifully flicks it off to Morris O'Connell. Morris, the midfielder, laying it in towards Kevin Lynch. This ball is beautifully caught by inside by the Moyvane corner back, Dennis Kennelly, who was out ahead of Kevin Lynch that time. This will be taken by DJ. This is DJ Moverhill. We have 5 Moverhills on this team. A headache for any commentator. Out towards Cathal O'Connor. Cathal O'Connor outside, breaks off him, but it comes out to number 10 for Moyvane. That's Brian Stack. Brian Stack, low ball in again. That's trying to feed Bowler. Bowler goes down on the 20 metre line. He turns his man. He's working his way in. He takes a kick and it's gone to the left and it's over the bar. The sides are level. Bowler is in lethal form at the moment. And I'm 11 minutes gone, 2 points all. As I say, conditions are ideal. A lovely cool breeze here. It should be it's a lovely open game of football so far. There is no negative tactics, no foul. An excellent kick out. Here's a long kick out, and this is another good one, dropping beyond the midfield. Up there, rise is broken down there picked up by Tom Sheehy from the breaking ball. A lovely low ball again, and who's out to meet it again? This is Bowler. Bowler is getting a pile of space in here. He tries a right foot, he kick it, but it's gone to the right this time. Desmond's full back line would really want to tighten up there, and Bowler. He could have 2 points there, got the last 2 minutes, which course they won 17 North Kerry titles, going for their 80th. Of course, Desmond's winning their first in 1980. I think they were in 1980. They won their third last year. They're going for the double here today. Daniel on the kicking out from the small square. Beautiful ball into the middle of the field again. John Brennan is under this. He breaks it down with one hand, but it's picked up by Moyvane, and that's DJ Moverhill out here to his number 9 midfield partner. That's John Jack Moverhill. John Jack, and it's picked up inside by Jackie. Jackie tries a high one. That's a magnificent score by the wing back on the 20 metre line, about 3 metres in at the stand side of the O'Reilly pitch. A beautiful score, and Moyvane going into 3-2 lead. Again placing the ball on the 20 metre line. There's a lot of breaking ball around midfield. I didn't see any clean catch yet. Up it comes out this way towards Pat Fitzgerald and Tom Sheehy. The ball is going by now and it's gone over the line. It's a line ball just outside the 45 for Moyvane. Tom Sheehy will possibly kick this. Tom has the ball. He's looking for an inside runner. Mossy Moverhill makes way, wearing the number 12. Mossy was better known possibly playing full back for Moyvane in the early stages of his career. He's working his way in along the side. He's been blocked out, covered down by John Pinder. It takes a beautiful ball. It has gone to the left. It's gone slightly wide. Possibly 3 good scoring chances there in the last 5 minutes. Should have gone over. They'll need all those because there is a stiff breeze. And Desmonds are a team that are very good. Daniel Nelligan. The ball again placed and it's 4 wides for Moyvane at the moment, 3 wides for Desmonds. I'll kick out again, dropping right into the middle of the field, breaks it down, but it's DJ Moverhill, picks the break and he's been fouled outside in the middle of the field by Kieran Murphy and Kieran O'Sullivan. These players are all over. No one is holding their position. For descent there by the Desmonds is brought in another 10 metres. To me, it's more like 15 metres, but the ref is the boss, and Patchy is an experienced referee. This is a scoring chance for Eddie Bowler, just outside, about 25, 26 metres out, dead straight in front of the goal. Eddie, of course, played with Moyvane. A beautiful floating kick, dropping in, and it's gone wide. Gone Donald and Brennan. Brennan flicks it down again, but it'll be possibly picked up. It's picked up there by DJ Moverhill. DJ is picking a lot of breaking ball. He's back in defence. He's working very hard. He's getting the return ball back there again from Jackie. DJ trying the long one this time in tower. A Bowler. Bowler is right. It breaks down, but Patrick Shannon, the corner back, beautifully catches that and foul. Have to close. They have to watch that man Bowler because he is lethal if he gets space. It's the same with Kevin Lynch at the other end. He is lethal as well if he gets enough of ball in. But the Moyvane are a team that peaks every year for the North Kerry Championship. This out by Nelligan, dropping the middle of the field. There's a route point. It breaks down there from Jack, but it's picked up by Tom Sheehy again, the breaking ball. At this stage of the game, Moyvane, it's a long ball in by Jackie Moverhill into Bowler. Bowler win it. He'll possibly score this. He lays off this one. It's going across there to Morris Carney. Morris Carney out to Mossy. Mossy is blocked down. I think Bowler should have shot there himself. He was in a good scoring position on the right leg running across the goal. It's a free out. Martin Hargan was fouled. It's a ball out to Kieran O'Sullivan. Kieran O'Sullivan, this driving half-back who likes to keep driving forward from centre-back. Laying it off to John Brennan. Brennan outside in the midfield, wearing number 10. He's working his way forward. He kicks the long ball in towards possibly Buckley and Madden. Oh, Buckley, beautiful catch. The first real keen catch again. He kicks it over his shoulder, but it goes to the right. It's a 45. It's a catch. Buckley rising high. They worked that tactic very well in the replay against Spiel. Kevin Lynch is coming out to take this just in front of the post, you could say. Kevin Lynch, magnificent score already in the North Kerry Championship. It's a very high score. Waiting for a kick here, comes around outside the 45, possibly tail to the drop. That is a magnificent kick. I thought it would go to the right, but dropped on top of the net over the bar. What a find that man is, and what a player he is. With a player like that, if you give him enough with the ball, himself and Bowler are 2 class acts. Kieran O'Sullivan laying the ball out to his left. That's for Lynch. Lynch should win this. That's Kevin Lynch on the 45. That's on the Moyvane 45, being closely marked by Dennis Kennelly. Kennelly staying tight with him. And Lynch turning him again. He's working his way, being supported by the blonde Pat Fitzgerald, breaking through from midfield. His kick is beautifully blocked down. It's blocked down there by Jackie Moverhill. And now come Moyvane to John Moverhill. John out to Jackie again. Jackie on the 45. It's coming out to midfield. These Moverhills, they're made of tough stuff. It's a beautiful ball into the corner. Carl O'Connor could get this. Catching it behind number 7 for Shane Welch. And Carl is fouled as he was going down the ball there. Right on the 13-metre line. Down side of the field. Bowler will go across to take this. This is a very tricky free so far. Moyvane has been dominating around middle of the field. They would have at least another 3 to 4 points on the board. This would be a magnificent kick if he scores. He floating it in. He drops it in. The umpire, and that's a magnificent score from test between Bowler and Lynch there. But Bowler is the man that put that one over. A beautiful points to 3, 19 minutes gone. Beautiful, no negative, no dirty play at all here in this game. Beautiful, trying to keep the ball moving. Both teams, they're kicking it in long. And it's paying. The scores are coming if of dangerous forwards inside. Give him in the ball. Here comes Daniel Nelligan again with the kick out on the 20-metre line. Floating out to this side of the field. This is going out here, and Puts it up by Massey O'Connell. Massey laying it back beautifully to Martin Horgan. Martin Horgan looking for a low ball here in front of me into Brian McMahon. Brian keeps going through. John Mulvihill is going to pick him up on the 45. He's still going through. He knocks John Mulvihill over. He's inside the 45. He's still stalling with it. Laying it back out again. The pass goes astray, but Kevin Lynch will pick this up. A dangerous man now has cutting in towards the 20-metre line, trying to work his way into the centre. Being closed down very well by the man. Moyvane defence, looking for support, holding onto the ball. Desmond, they're very good at holding the ball. Kieran O'Sullivan is in support, but his Martin Horgan was blocked down there. He possibly should have laid across to Kieran O'Sullivan. And now comes Massey Mulvihill. Massey back in his own half-back line. Positions don't mean a thing. They're up and down the field. That's Jackie winging it out here for Bowler, but I think the sideline will win this one. This will be a line ball. And the Desmond 45 to Desmond's quickly taken. It's laid into Pierce Cronin. Pierce Cronin across to Martin Horgan. Martin trying the ball, working his way up. It's beautifully cut out again by Tom Sheehy. Tom Sheehy across to John. This is John Jack Mulvihill. A long ball into the corner. Kyle Connor could win this. He's a great pace. He gets his body, but he's being hassled very well by Shane Welch. It goes away from Kyle O'Connor. The umpire says it's gone wide. It's favourite of Moyvane. 21 minutes gone in the first half. Go 10-9 to Desmond's. I could be wrong, but the scores are staying low at the moment. Whoever gets a goal in this game can win. They're fighting. Moyvane have the ball again, just outside the 45. It's a free into Moyvane. Massey and DJ, John Mulvihill and John Jack, they're no relation as far as I know, or I don't think they're even related to one another. This will be taken by Bowler. It's about 3 metres in from the 45, outside near the stand side. He's kicking it with the right. It's a beautiful dropping ball, and it tails and it's gone wide. It should possibly have another 3 or 4 points on the board with the mounted position they had and the good scores. They're picking up a lot of breaks. They're dominating the game, but as I say, they have breeze advantage. Daniel Nelligan on the ball again. Here he comes with his kick out. He's a good keeper to pick. He can play it long or short. He's floating this one a long one into the middle of the field. DJ Mulvihill possibly rise from there. It breaks off, but is picked up there possibly by Kieran O'Sullivan. And it's Cronin, Pierce Cronin, is being fouled, but Kieran O'Sullivan will take the free. Very well picked up there. The Desmond's picked up the break, the half-back line. Kieran Sullivan across to Martin Horgan with the quick free on the midfield. Massey staying with him, Massey Mulvihill. He's laid it into the corner again. But number 2 there, it's gone out over the line. Fitzgerald there. Jordan on Flaherty out over the line. But it's going to be a Desmond's ball. Desmond's line ball. Martin Horgan on the ball. He's giving it to Kevin Lynch. Kevin Lynch into the breeze outside the 20-metre line, about a metre outside the 20-metre line with this line ball. He'll possibly go for the scorer. He might play it across towards Darby Buckley. Here he comes with his kick. It's a long drop and it in across. It's going to hit Moyvane, possibly pick it up. And out comes Madden. And that's Willie Madden, the fullback, beautifully flicking it out there to John Jack. John Jack Mulvihill in the midfield, stalling forward across to DJ. That's DJ wearing the number 16. Going forward, a great line-hearted player. He kicks a lovely ball into the corner. Bowler going with Sean Hinch down with Bowler shooting, kicks it across. That is a magnificent score from the boot of Eddie Bowler. What a score! Willie Madden winning that ball, working it out to Jackie Mulvihill. Jackie goes solos about 10-15 metres with it. A beautiful long ball into the corner. He switched it to the other corner, running across with Bowler right over near the 13-metre line, turning and sending it over the bar. A fantastic score for Moyvane. Moyvane Desmond full back line will possibly have to tighten up there, and Eddie Bowler. There is a change, and I think that's John Finn coming in for Desmond's number 17. Yeah, John was injured in the Ballylongford game, possibly the game before it. I can't see who's coming off. Oh yeah, Pat Fitzgerald is coming off. John, of course, injured his knee, but he's heavily strapped up. Seemed to be still limping a little bit, but at this stage they're willing to take the gamble. He's gone in wing forward on Tom Sheehy, and Pat Fitzgerald is off. Very young, long career ahead of him, I hope. Daniel Canella with the kick out, dropping a low one into midfield, passed up by Morris O'Connell. It breaks from him. He got a bad fall as he was going down, but the break is picked up by Kieran O'Sullivan. Kieran O'Sullivan being fouled by John Mulvihill and Massey Mulvihill. Moyvane player is still down there in the middle of the field. Got a heavy collision there with Morris O'Connell of Desmond's. Slight hold up on the play at the moment. It's picked up by Madden inside. Madden playing a tower of strength in there. He's going to have a good tussle with Darby Buckley, but I think Darby will suit his style of play. Moyvane have already kicked 7 wides in the first half, and some of those, 3 or 4 of those, were very scoreable free. Desmond has no wide. So on the 7 wide for Moyvane. No wide for Desmond. It'll be a low kick out this time, but it'll be picked up by Tom Sheehy. Gets a good hard shoulder there from number 13 and Sheehy coming up with the ball, and Sheehy taking the free quickly. Moyvane, a great hot team, but it's picked up again by Kieran Sullivan, the centre back, blowing it out to Morris O'Connell. Morris on the centre field, stand side of the field, across to Kieran Murphy. Kieran Murphy across to John Brennan, riding the tackle, knocking John Moverhill over with that shoulder. A beautiful ball floated into the corner, possibly picked up by Horgan. Horgan outside, that's the wing back, outside the 20-metre line. Then it back to Morris O'Connell. Morris flicking it back again to John Brennan. John Brennan, ball breaks on him, but his pure strength keeps him there. He goes down, but it's picked up by John Moverhill. John Moverhill out to John Jack. John Jack loses the ball in middle field, and if Martin Harrigan pulls on the ball there, possibly will be a free to Moyvane for going into the boon. Kieran O'Sullivan is injured down here in front of us as well. Slightly heated exchange at the moment with all the passion of the game of the North Kerry Championship. We expect this atmosphere. A few hard knocks. It would be not in North Kerry Championship final. Number 8, the Carneys, Morris and Donald brothers, working that ball beautifully that time. So we can call that one a Carney point. Beautifully finished off by Donald. Tall midfielder, beautiful catcher of a ball. But John Brennan seems to be his tactic of tapping the ball away from him today. Daniel Nelly again with the kick out, placing the ball on the 20-metre line. It's 6 points to 3, 29 minutes gone in the first half. 7 wides to Moyvane, no wide to Desmond's. Run out again the far side, up the right for in the middle field, flicked down by John Jack. It'll come to DJ Moverhill. DJ has the ball, beautifully laying out to Jackie. The right half back overlapping again. Jackie looking for support, laying it inside here to Owen Stack. Owen Stack across to John Moverhill. John Moverhill to John Jack, trying the left-legged kick. No, this one goes to the left and goes wide. Another scoring chance possibly for Moyvane. It's half-time here, and it's 6 points to 3 in favour of Moyvane in the 203 North Kerry Championship final. 6 points to 3 is the stats here in the first half, are 6 points to 3 in favour of Moyvane, 145 to Desmond's. 8 wides for Moyvane, which is quite a lot there. A few of those were scored, and Desmond said no wide at all. 10 frees to Moyvane, and 7 to Desmond's. That's how it has gone the first half, basically. No card or nothing, but a lot of those scores there, and I felt Moyvane possibly should have at least a minimum of another 3 points on the board. They should be possibly leading by 6 points at this stage. I hope they do not regret it, but Desmond's have the breeze now, and I feel the little breeze at this stage is getting a little bit stronger, and it should suit Desmond if they keep driving forward. But Moyvane are playing a very good brand of football. They're attacking down the wing. They're going from left corner to the right corner, and they're picking out Eddie Bowler very, very well, and he's doing a pile of damage for Moyvane.
Now the captains of the last 25 years are now being honoured.
Small token of appreciation, as I say, for every captain. Now, if we had to read every captain's achievements in this sheet of paper, would be here tomorrow evening. So we'll keep it short and sweet. We'll call them one by one. And we'll start with the year 2002, which was Kieran O'Sullivan, who was represented by his wife, Noreen. Noreen, will you please face the crowd and wave, and we'll do your presentation here. It was Finook's turn, and on that day it was the Finook captain, Jack Corrigan. In the year 2000, it was the host club here, Ballylongford, over in Tarbert, and their captain was James Doherty. The last time Moyvane won it was in 1999, and Morris Cartney was a captain, but Morris is otherwise engaged today, but he's represented by his father, Mossy. In 1998, it was Emmett's, and the captain on that day was no other than Patrick Buckley. Again in 1997, Emmett's was successful, and Benny McKelligot made one of the best speeches, I suppose, we'll always remember here in Ballylongford.
and the captain himself, Billy McKelligot, of 1997. In 1996, it was Finoog, and on that day, Finoog were captained by the one and only Eamon Fitzmaurice. 1995, it was also Moyvane, and on that day they were captained by none other than Eamon Stack. '94 was very tough, successful year, and the year they carried the Eamon O'Donoghue Cup across the Cashin, and their captain on the day was none other than Morris O'Connor. 1993, it was Ballylongford again, and on that day they were captained by Sean Heafy. 1992 was a very successful year for Ballydonoghu after a lapse of something like 40 years. A great year for Ballydonoghu in 1992, and their captain on that day was none other than Jackie Dolan. 1991 was the Stoats' turn again, and on that day they were captained by county star Stephen Stack. 1990 was Talbot, and on that day when they won they were captained by none other than Eamon Welsh. In 1989, Beale were victorious, one of their many years of victory, and on that day they were captained by the man of the match as well on that day was none other than Don Toomey. 1988 was Castleisland's second victory, and on that day they were captained by Willie Dom O'Connor. 1987 was Finoog's first victory, and on that memorable occasion their captain was Johnny McKelligot. 1986 it was Ballylongford again, and they were captained on that day by Tom Sheehy. 1985, Talbot was successful, and Talbot were captained on that great day by none other than Dennis Cregan. In 1984, it was Beale's year again, and on that day they were captained to victory by Ted Griffin. 83 was Moyvane's turn, and on that day they were captained by Jody Fitzmaurice. In 82 it was Beale again, and on that day they were captained by Tom Griffin. And again in the golden era for Beale, in 1981, when they were victorious, they were captained by none other than county star Owen the Bomber Liston. 1980 was Desmond's first victory in North Kerry, and on that great day they were captained by none other than the legendary Mikey O'Connor. In 79, Beale was successful again, and on that day they were captained by Liam Brown. And in 78, they were also successful, and on that day they were led to victory by Thomas Hayes. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the captains of the last 25 years. Please put your hands together for them. Thank you very much indeed. And the photographers want to take a photo over.
The captains prepared there for the photograph, taking a quick word here with Mike, well known North Kerry man. Mike, how's the second half going to go?
Well, Paddy, it's a little bit tough at the moment, but it seems to be with Moyvane at this present time. But Desmonds are still in the game, of course. But at this stage, I would fancy Moyvane to come out maybe with a point or two at the end, Paddy.
Me well known Alan Kennelly. Alan, a great occasion here today. How do you see the second half going?
I think if Moyvane keep playing the way they are, that I think we could be on for an upset. But to me, it will be no upset because Moyvane have been playing well in the championship. They were poor enough the first day, but they turned in a great display against Finoog, and I think that they're with more than a 50-50 chance.
Here I see Brendan Hennessy, who won the Hall of Fame during the week. Tell me, Brendan, how will it go, you think, the second half?
I think Castleisland.
You think so? There we have a huge crowd here, and Brendan Hennessy just said.
This week received the Munster Hall of Fame in Limerick. Would you please put your hands together for Brendan Hennessy?
Yes, indeed, a great GA man, right across the world, and here he is today. He thinks Desmond are going to win the second half, even though he says he preferred to see Moyvane. Well, Brendan, long way to go yet.
I haven't seen the first half now, we were doing the gate, but I would expect Castleisland to come back into the second half, and I'm predicting a draw and a replay today week.
Right, I don't know, the way Moyvane are playing the last 10 minutes, they seem to be playing very well, and if they keep it up, I think they could take the North Kerry Cup.
I didn't see the game either, but you know, Moyvane, I think that they could stick it out.
After coming in now, I missed the first half, like Liam said there. I just can't judge, you know, by the way things went the first half. But I'll go for the Castleisland, Desmond.
What's the crowd like that?
Kind of a crowd is down a little bit back in last year. Yeah. Okay.
So there we have it from some of the half-time views. Teams back out in the field, ready for the second half.
Welcome back here to O'Reilly Park for the second half of the North Kerry Championship of 203. It's 6 points to 3 in favour of Moyvane. Pat Sheehy of Clonmackin about to start the second half. The ball and the game is on. Up the right for a very beautifully cut by Morris O'Connor. He's been fouled by Donald Carney. Will Morris, John Brennan will take this right to the centre of the field. Pumps along, dropping in towards Darby, Buckley and Madden. Up the rise, and it'll possibly hop, and it goes to the left and goes wide. Have to dig down and dig deep if they want to win this North Kerry. Up the rise again, it breaks down, but I think Tom Sheehy breaks from Tom Sheehy. Is being picked up there by John Brennan. John Brennan, a beautiful low ball into Brian McMahon. Brian McMahon on the 13-metre line. Working his way, lays the ball out. It's a beautiful high kick dropping, and that's a magnificent score. I think it's came from the boot of Martin Horgan. 6 points to 4 a great score by Martin Horgan. Early stage, if Moyvane could hold Desmond's, anything could happen. It's rising in Donald Carney, and it breaks off of Donald. John Brunnan possibly got a fist in there. It's picked up by Martin Horgan, but he was pushed, and it's a free to Desmond. Kieran House, Buckley, here it comes. Buckley and Madden will rise. It breaks. It's cut beautifully by John Finn. Left-legged kick, and it tails to the right, and it goes about 5 metres to the right and wide. Defeated the War in last year's final. Heading for their trying to make it 4 titles. A kick out by Pascal Sweeney, dropping into the middle. Up the rise again. That's beautifully caught by the number 10, and that's John Brennan. Over the head of Donald Carney, sitting across towards Kieran O'Sullivan. Kieran O'Sullivan, the centre halfback, outside the Moyvane 45. Trying the right, wrong, dropping kick, dropping right in between Buckley and Madden. It breaks between, and it comes to Martin Horgan. Beautiful left kick, and that sort of bar. They're making it 6 points to 5. It's a real tight game now, and there's just 3.5 minutes gone in the first half, and it's down to a 1-point game, and Moyvane are playing into a slight breeze that are blown from the northwest. Sweeney with the kick out. It's a low trajectory one this time. Jackie Moyvane picking it up. Jackie has it this time. He's working his way out with the ball. Here comes Jackie up at this far side of the field. Work with the ball. He's trying to lay it out here to Morris Carney. Morris winning it, wearing the number 11 outside the Desmond 45, soling in towards the middle field, then across to on Stack. Stack flicking it across to John Jack. Back to on Stack. Stack left the number 10 kicks it ways the kick altogether about 15 metres wide to the left side, and then is Neil Lyons. Neil Lyons is on here, and Jackie Mulvihill, who was on the right half-back position, who had an excellent first half. It's a long kick out by Daniel Neil. Up the rise again in the middle of the field. Carney breaks it down this time, but he's picked up the break. John Finn picks it up. He's laying it back to John Brennan. Out here to number 16 for Neil Lyon. A beautiful ball in. Yeah, that's the centre half-back. He's on the Desmond 45. He's got the 20-metre line. He'll go for the right shot kick. He's going for it. He lays it back across. Beautiful to Martin Horgan. Horgan floats another point over the bar. A beautiful work mode by Desmond. And we're again of the 203 North Kerry Championship. Pascal Horgan has kicked definitely 2 magnificent points there to say. I couldn't see if he got the third because we're in a bad position here in the commentary. We're down at ground level. But Horgan has made a big difference, driving forward. Sweeney with a kick out, and that's Pascal. A beautiful floated ball into the midfield, up the right, and it's Morris Carney holding it very well, being fouled there by Neelis. Being found there by Neelis line. Morris Carney possibly leave the ball. 10 metres for descent. Morris possibly kicked this one in. He plays a shot one to John Jack. That's John Jack Moverhill. Kicking it in towards Donald Carney. It breaks from Donald Carney, but it's been picked up by DJ. DJ across to Jackie. A beautiful left-footed kick, and it tails to the left, and it's gone wide. At this stage, Moyvane shooting has possibly left him down so far that as I said, there should have been at least another 3 points up at half-time. Daniel Nelligan pacing the ball on the small. I think Daniel now is working in Croke Park at the in the headquarters of the GA at the moment. Of course, he's son of the great Charlie, who won all those All-Ireland with Kerry. Magnuson kick out into the middle field, up there, rise again, and Donald Carney rises for this. Here the ball breaks from him again, but he's picked up by Moyvane, play on the far side, and that's Tom Sheehy, the great half-back across to Donald Carney. Donald right-footed kick, dropping inside the 45 outside. Carl O'Connor coming out. He has it just inside the Desmond 45. He's going away from Shane Wells. He's going to the 20-metre line. There's 3 Desmond's backs around. He lays it back. He lays it back to Ornstack. A left-footed kick. That's a magnificent score by Ornstack. Very well worked by Carl O'Connor. Was closed down by 3 Desmond's back. Laid it back to Ornstack. A beautiful left-footed kick over the bar to make the scores. 7 points to 6. Moyvane are gone ahead by 1 point. Moyvane are a great traditional team, a team with great heart. 7 minutes, 7 and 15 seconds. Daniel again, a long kick out to this side of the field. This time towards Neelis line, and Jackie. Oh, a beautiful catch by Jack, and he's on 45, bursting out. He's having a fantastic game at right half back today. Driving forward the first half. He lays it back to Donald. Donald in the middle of the field, dropping it in there towards DJ Moverhill. But Eddie Bowler will possibly win this. Eddie Bowler, he's been closed down by Patrick Shanahan. Shanahan hassling, but Bowler loses the ball. It's on the ground. It breaks away from Tobin, and it's a free out. Bowler pulled Patrick Shanahan. Recovered very well there. Good corner back player from the Desmond's man. Nelligan coming out to take this one. He's in no hurry at this stage, having a beautiful game of football here today. There's no negative tactics from the team. A beautiful kick out into the middle of the field. Morris Carney rising front, but Donald picks the break. He's bursting forward. Donald's about to loses the ball to Kieran Murphy. Murphy loses the ball. It's pulled out. But it's picked up by Mossy Moverhill. Mossy driving forward, heading for the Desmond 45. Being good shoulder blocked there by Kieran Murphy. It breaks out. Morris O'Connor going in very hard there in number 11. That's Morris Carney. There's a bit of argy, but that's all a part of the North Kerry Championship, and it all settled down. It's going to be a free in right on the 45, and I have no doubt Eddie Bowler will come out to take this one. Just on the 45, there's a bit of, as I say, a bit of argy-bargy, but it's all a part of the North Kerry Championship. Bowler is out on the 45. Right-legged kicker should suit him at this stage. Kicking it into stiff breeze. If he possibly slightly aimed for the left post, it could go in. He's quite capable of doing it. Patchy having a word there with Morris O'Connell of Desmond's. Nothing at all. It was only good hard shoulder. Might be in the right position, but that's what the North Kerry Championship is all about. He's taken the name of Morris O'Connell of Desmond's. It's a lovely, clean sporting game up to now. No negative tactic. I see Neelis Lyons there, number 16, who came on at half-time. Is slightly limping. It looks like a knee injury. Yes, a yellow card for Morris O'Connell there in the middle of the field. Patchy is an experienced referee. He won't rush into anything. He'll keep his head. Just a meter inside the 45. He's kicking into stiff breeze. Will he go for it? Will he play a shot? I see Morris Carney has broke away beautifully here, but he's being closed down now by Kieran Murphy, the centre forward. Bowler goes for it, but it's gone to the right, and it's gone wide. There's a nice little breeze there, not over strong breeze. Might have been better if he did. Goalkeeper, plenty of experience. Of course, I've no doubt he's well coached out there by his father, Charlie. Here he comes in the field. Donald Carney going for that, but John Brennan breaks it away from him. It breaks to John Moverhill. Breaks from John Moverhill. It's picked up there by Connell. That's Morris O'Connell. The kick blocked down, but it comes back to Brennan. Brennan floats a beautiful ball across the centre half back. Kieran O'Sullivan. Kieran O'Sullivan on the midfield. Cutting towards the Moyvane 45. Sends a dummy. Kicks it with the right. A low ball in towards, but it's brought out there by the number 4 for Dennis Kennelly. Out ahead of Kevin Lynch that time. He's actually playing very well on Kevin Lynch. That's the number 2 for Moyvane, goes down for the ball, missing it, but it's picked up again by Dennis Kennelly. A line-hacked cornerback. As I say, he's done an excellent job of Kevin Lynch. He's marking him very tight, has come out first to the ball there several times. This will be a free taken by Tom Shee. Beautifully across to John Jack. That's John Jack Moville. I know of another John Jack. He's out in Triple and Beale. But this is John Jack Moville of Moyvane. Dropping inside the 45. Picked up by Bowler. A wide ball to Bowler. Laid into Morris Carney. Cutting through on the 20-metre line. He's on the 20-metre line. Laying it back out to Jackie. Jackie is fouled. Jackie is fouled. That was a slight pull on his shoulder. Made me fortunate enough to get that free there. This is vital for Moyvane, that Bowler puts this one over. 3 North Kerry Championship. Bowler starting himself just outside the 20-metre line. Coming with a right-footed kick, beautifully kicking in it. There's no doubt about it. The umpire goes for the flag. He raises, and it's a point for Moyvane and a point for Bowler to make it 8 points to 6. 13 minutes gone. It was possibly 11-9. At this stage, it's looking like a scoreline like that. But Moyvane, a great heart. They're moving the ball well. They're hunting in packs. They're closing down. That's Daniel Nelly with the kick out into the middle of the field. Next from Sheehan. It's picked up by Kieran Sullivan. And John Brennan has it again, using his strength. Rides one chest beautifully in front of the a lovely sister ball in towards John Finn. John Finn, the right-legged kick. Floated in. This could be a keeper's ball. It's Pascal Sweeney. Sweeney's out towards Madden. Madden, it's a bad pass, but Madden pulls on the ground. It comes out. But DJ. Outside the 45, DJ Moyvane winning the ball, flicking it back out. William Madden coming out with that ball again, outside his own 45, laying it into the middle to John Jack. John Jack Moyvane again, laying it across to Owen Stack. Stack a beautiful ball across to Donald Carney and the Moyvane and the Desmond 45, 3 yards inside. Beautiful kick, a magnificent score by Donald Carney to put Moyvane 3 points ahead. It's 9-6 at this stage. Now this game is really coming to light. A beautiful work move, started with Pascal Sweeney, Madden out. They came to DJ Moyvane, laid it across to Madden into Donald, and Donald Carney over the bar. The kick out picked up by Kieran Murphy. That's Kieran Murphy of the Desmond. They're out to field to Pierce Cronin. Cronin loses the ball, and it's been fouled. It's a free to Castleisland. Neil Lyons has the ball. He laid back here to Kieran Murphy. Kieran Murphy kicks it long into the corner here. It comes towards Madden. It goes away, it goes behind Madden. But this should be Madden's ball. Madden goes down and Madden picks up. He's working his way out towards the 13-metre line. He comes outside again, but it's picked up there again by John Finn. John Finn into Kevin Lynch. A high dropping ball right into the ball. Up the jump. The breaking ball. It's picked down by Buckley. Matthew O'Connell. A brilliant dive and block. It's wide. It's gone wide. Up to Pascal Sweeney. And I thought Morris O'Connell had that stuff, but it was a diving block there by one of the backs. I couldn't rightly see who was the Moyvane back, but he was very close there to Pascal Sweeney. A beauty. Fantastic game that man is having. He's keeping great game on Kieran Lynch. A beautiful dive and block. That was goal written all over that. That really would have brought it Desmond's back level, but that man Kennelly came to the rescue. Pascal Sweeney was also there. Game slightly held up at the moment. Now this is a great North Kerry foul by Sweeney. Sweeney just outside the 45, up the right. It wakes behind and it's pulled on by Matthew Moyvane. Carney goes for it. That's Donald. Donald going down, but it's booted away, and it's Carl O'Connor. Carl O'Connor going down on the ball. He's holding it very well. Carl is really having a very good second half, laying it across to Morris Carney. A brother of Donald, he's been fouled there by Desmond, the number 18 for Castleisland. Desmond, according to the programme, that's Mossy Lyons. Mossy's into the game. Mossy's possibly his first game back in this year after a bad injury. Now DJ Moyvane winning that free on the centre, holding the ball, laying it beautifully out there to on the cornerback for Moyvane. Owen Flaherty losing that ball. It still breaks away again, and it's a free. It's a foul on the Moyvane, and it's a free to Moyvane just outside the 45. Jackie Moyvane possibly take this. Jackie takes it and gives it a quick one. A quick, beautifully one. It's back to Jackie again. Onto the 20-metre line. Then played back to Carl O'Connor. Jackie flicked it in. This is a goal. It breaks from Bowler. Bowler turns on his right and squibbles it over the bar. A magnificent score by Eddie Bowler. But Jackie Moyvane again, setting, driving it forward. But what a finish by Bowler. This Moyvane team are on a roll now. They're heading for their 18th title. There is no doubt about that. As I said, they won their first 9 titles from 1925 to 1939, but there's no doubt they're definitely heading for their 18th title. 10 points to 6 in here in O'Reilly Park. 17 minutes gone, but as I say, 4 points. There is no doubt there will be a fight from Castleisland, Desmond. They're an experienced team, have the experience of playing in Division 1. Maintain their status again in Division 1. Here comes the kick out from Desmond. It's Nelligan. It's a long one, dropping right into the middle of the field. Lions catching. What a comeback by this man who shouldn't possibly be back for another 2 or 3 more. He takes a quick. A left one out here. It's going away, but Martin Horgan will pick it up just outside the 20-metre line. Being closed down by John Moyvane. Being hassled by John Moyvane. Horgan kicking. It'll drop in between Madden and Buckley. It hops behind her. It's picked up inside by Kevin Lynch. There's a lot of bodies in there. Lynch going down. It breaks away. There's a motor. The ref will possibly hop this one on the 20-metre line. Desmonds, there's no doubt Desmonds will come back into this. They will fight back into this. They're an experienced team and they won't panic. It's a free end. This is a chance for Kevin Lynch to narrow the gap, to make it 10 points to 7. No, he's hopping the ball. He saw it. That was a free and my save. Up goes. Buckley breaks from Buckley. It breaks down there to Mossy O'Connell. Mossy O'Connell, he's been hassled very well by Moyvane. It's laid outside the 20-metre line. It's kicked in towards John Brennan. It breaks from John Wynne, but it's picked up by Kennelly. And Kennelly is coming out. He's beautifully lays it across to Tom Sheehy. Tom Sheehy out to John Jack. John Jack solo on his own 45. 3, Desmond follows round. Morris Carney. Morris Carney lays it out to up the wing here to this side. Jackie Moverhill. It breaks from Jackie. Possibly come to Neelis, to Shane Welch. Shane Welch has it, goes down the ball, possibly picked it off the ground, but he's driving forward. He's at the far side of the field to Mossy O'Connell. Connell a long one in. It goes in towards Buckley. Buckley laid it across. Oh, Lynch was through, but the ball never hopped up for him. If he had caught that in the run, I could see goal written all over it. This game is far from being over yet. A little bit of panic here, Moyvane, but it's a free out to Moyvane. It's a free out. If Lynch had caught that in the run, I could see the back of the neck shed, but he had Sweeney in his face, and an experienced man like Sweeney is quite capable of stopping any of those one-to-one situations. But it was a chance. The pass was low. It was ankle level. If it was chest high, I could see a goal written all over it. It's 10 points to 6. The kick out by Sweeney into them up there right. It's caught by Morris O'Connell or Kieran O'Sullivan. Kieran O'Sullivan laying it across to John Brennan. John Brennan, a long ball into the corner again between Lynch and Kennelly. This should be the keepers. He might leave it go wide. He takes it in his chest. He's looking for support. I see John Jack out here on his right. And will he give it? He don't. He sets it into Morris Carney. Morrison outside the 20-metre line. Working the ball out to Madden. Madden out here to number 12. That's to Mossy. The former full-back now up on the forward to DJ. DJ. I see John Jack making a great one. Oh, it's beautifully picked out by DJ. Will it go to the sideline? It's gone. Slightly overhit. But the ID was right. That was good tactical football from Moyvane there. It didn't come off. Still, it's 10 points to 6. 20 minutes gone and 17 seconds in the second half. Quick by Desmond. Laid back to Patrick Shanahan. Shanahan working way across his goal. Across to Nelligan. Nelligan, the goalie, on his own 20-metre line. Pumps a long one up the field. It'll come to Tom Sheehy. The line hacked at half back from Moyvane. Line it up again. Where is that man? Jackie's everywhere. He's driving forward again. He's studying inside, outside the 20-metre. Beautiful dropping ball. Will it drop wide? The referee blows the whistle. The referee has blown the whistle. One out to Kieran Murphy. Broken away from him, but it comes back to Finn. At John Pender, the fullback, kicking it out again. But Tom Sheehy will pick up this. It's all Moyvane at this stage. There's no doubt they're on the roll. They're working it in. Tom Sheehy fits it head, but will it go? It's picked up by the goalie Nelligan. It's gone wide. It's gone wide. This game is from end to end. It's a fast-flowing game. It's a beautiful game of football. As I say, no negative tactic. No, not much time wasted with the kick-outs or anything like that. It's from end to end. Beautiful team. One of the good North Kerry finals I've seen in the last few years. There's no doubt about it. Both teams are flowing. Even the score mightn't be that high, but the football is quite good at times. At this time of the year, as it's coming up, I say, at turkey time, and the conditions are excellent. It's a free out. It'll be Here he comes, he's flicking to this side of the field. It's picked up here by Pierce Cronin. Pierce Cronin laid it out to Mossy. Mossy Lyons has it outside his own 45. A left-footed kick, trying into the corner towards Kevin Lynch. Lynch has it inside there. He's gone towards the 20-metre line. He's working his way in. He's gone to the 13-metre line. He takes a right-footed kick. That's a magnificent score by Kevin Lynch. A beautiful kick out from the goal. Mossy Lyons picked it up. A 40-foot pass from Mossy Lyons into Kevin Lynch. He got it out near the sideline, worked his way across, and a beautiful right-footed kick. Fantastic job on him today. It's 10 points to 7. This game is quite open all the time. 22.5 minutes gone in the second half in O'Reilly Park. Today, that was one man captured. Sudan was captured near Tareed. Who will capture the Eamon O'Donoghue Cup? It's a kick out by Sweeney, up the rise. It's between Moyvane and Desmonds. Beautifully laying it out. And Tom Sheehy with the ball on the midfield. He's rolling in towards the centre of the midfield, looking for support, holding the ball. This will suit Moyvane. They're rating up the clock. It's a lovely kick out here because they're cut out by Shannon. Out ahead of bowler that driving forward. It's a good shoulder. Onstack lays the ball about to John Brennan. John Brennan across towards Kieran O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan has it on the centre of the field. Going towards the stand, right kicking ball low in. It's going into the corner. Being picked up inside by Darby Buckley. Fishing it across to Mossy Lyons. Mossy's coming into this game a bit now for a man that was out for a long time. He's going down with the ball. Pulls on it. Breaks away from it. Holds there again, but Dennis Kennelly, I think. Dennis picked up again by Brian McMahon, the number 13. Ball breaked out again. Mossy Lyons going possibly hop the ball here, I'd say. It will be a hop ball on the 13-metre line, I'd say. As I kilometres from his hometown, but the Eamon O'Donoghue Cup, who will capture it at this stage? It's 10 points to 7. About 6 minutes ago. Plenty time for Desmonds to make a comeback. Is there any chance we could have a replay? The North Kerry board would be smiling if there was a replay. There's no doubt about that. The ball is laid back out to Kieran O'Sullivan. Kieran O'Sullivan, the great, outside the 45, dropping it high in. That's a magnificent score from the line. Hartet centre half back from Desmond. Outside the 45, about 10 yards in from the sideline. It's 10 points to 8. Now we're in for a grandstand finish. I've no doubt about that. 25 seconds gone. 4.5 minutes according to the stopwatch. And that don't lie. We're in for no doubt, we'll be in for a grandstand finish. Desmonds will come, I have no doubt about that. Pascal Sweeney placing on the ball on the 20-metre line. On his run back, Pascal, of course, was a forward as well one time. Played against him myself many times, marked him in my own day at the standard I played. But he's playing at a higher standard today in the North Kerry final. Beautiful, cool goalkeeper again. Here he comes with the kick out. He's dropping it outside the 45 up the right. Morris Carney breaks it down. To Mossy Mobile. Mossy holding his own 45. I'm sure that will slow it down now at this stage. I've no doubt they're going to eat up the clock. 4 minutes left. That is very little injury time, I'd say. Mossy looking for a runner. He's on his own 45. He's kicking this one long. He's going straight up the middle with it. Up the rise. It breaks down from Jack. It's picked. Conor Flynn is into the game across to Donald Carney. Donald Carney out towards bowler. Breaks from bowler. Picked up by Padraig Shannon. Coming out towards the 45. Flicking it out towards Kieran O'Sullivan. Kieran won't make it. That's a great challenge there by DJ Moyvane. Winning that ball when he shouldn't have it won. He's holding on. He loses it. It's picked up, I think, by Carl O'Connor. Carl holding on outside the 45. There's one thing with Moyvane you will have to give him. They have heart. They have determination and they know what it takes to win a North Kerry Championship. This is a free in and that was fantastic work there by DJ Moyvane. He fought for that ball. He shouldn't have it won. He lost it. He held on to it. He got it again and it's a free in just outside the 45. No doubt bowler will come out for this with you. No, he won't. He's staying in. It's a bit far out. This has been taken by Jackie. Kicks it outside long, going to the right, might be held in play by Morris Carney. No, it goes to the wide. They will not worry about it at this stage. Nelligan, it's the first time I've seen him in a hurry. He has the ball already placed on the line, on the small box. It's 10 points to 8. Here comes Nelligan with the kick out. He's going for Prender, his full back. He picks it. He's laying across to Shanahan. Shanahan on the 45. Across to Kieran Murphy. Kieran Murphy trying the long one. Up the field, 27. Oh, brilliant catch there by Jackie Mulvihill. Jackie Mulvihill out to John Jack. John Jack being fair. He rides across John Finn. He's driving forward. Where does they find these players in Moyvane? They have players at country. This is Finn. Connor Finn flicking it out to John Mulvihill, the centre half back, driving forward to the 13-metre line. To that man, Bowler. Bowler on the 13. Cut it in. He's laying it in to John Jack. John Jack laying it back out again to Bowler. Bowler on the 13. The angle is tight. Someone come outside for support play. A low ball across, but it's picked up by Kieran Murphy. Murphy across to Cronin. Cronin to Brennan. Brennan to Connell. Connell to Murphy, the centre half back. At the Kieran Sullivan, the centre half back. Mossy Lyons outside the Desmond 45. Floating it into Lynch. Lynch winning this one. Headed Kennedy. Kennedy fall. Here goes Lynch. He's heading for the 20-metre line. He's still cutting in. A right kick. It goes to the left and it's gone wide. Tails to the left. A brilliant move again by Desmond. But a tail. 28 minutes gone. Moyvane will be no hurry with this kick out. I'll take an opportunity at this stage to wish the great Eddie Dolan of Ballydunno a happy 80th birthday on Friday. Jackie's the holder of 5 North Kerry Championship medals. He has a unique record. He was the only man to captain his club team to 5 North Kerry finals and come away victorious 5 times as captain of Ballydunno. Winning it in 45, 46, 49, 50 and 52. The kick out, it's in the middle of the field. And Morris Carney rising into the clouds and pulling down that one. Holding it, hopping the ball. The support, it's from Donald. Donald, the long ball up to the field. Driving it far, but Shanahan winning this one. It's 10 points here. It's still tight. If Desmond got the goal, it would be a killer for Moyvane at this. Up the right, it breaks from Buckley. But Madden has it, and Madden going down. He's laying it out. Who's back there but Donald Carney? Carney laying it out to Jackie. Jackie on outside the 45. Bain coming out, possibly trip, losing the ball. Pat Fitzgerald is back in the game again. He was taken off earlier. He's a minor. Old Flaherty's gone down. What will this be? It's possibly a free in. It's a free in. It's just about 2 metres outside the 20-metre line. Who's taking this? It looks like Mossy Lyons. Paddy Mulvihill is in on the field. All he shot is the jersey and the boots. The heart and the determination of the Mulvihills is there to be seen. It's dropping right in to the back. And out that come, and at centre back is John Mulvihill coming out with it. Cole had to play a beautiful ball out to John Jack. He had a magnificent game all day as far as I'm concerned, middle of the field. He has covered every inch of ground. He's driving forward. He knocks them over anymore. He's driving it in to Connor Flynn. Flynn back to John Jack again. John Jack driving forward. A beautiful ball again by John Jack out to Connor Flynn on the 20-metre line. He's holding the ball, looking for support, eating up the clock, across to John Jack. John Jack kicking it in towards Bowler. Bowler has it. Bowler's gone through in the 13. He'll go for the score with it. It comes to Mulvihill. Mulvihill has it. It's blocked down by Jackie. Jackie kicked. His kick was blocked out. It's picked up by Pat Fitzgerald out to John Brennan. It is 30 and 10 seconds gone in the second half. It's 10-8. It breaks between Dennis and outside the 45. It's a free in. Kevin Lynch has it. Kevin Lynch has it. He's gone, but he must come back. Patchy, it's a free on the 45, about 10 metres in from the sideline. It's 10 points there. We're heading into the 31st minute of injury time. Will he drop it in? 8 points to 10. It's a dangerous lead, but it's a good lead to have. A goal for Desmond at this stage. Would that be a comeback? He's kicking it in. That's Brian McMahon dropping it high in, up the rise, and Moyvane come out with it. I can't out. It's Jackie Mulvihill out to that man again, John Jack. Whatever that man is on, he has covered every rib of grass in O'Reilly Park today. Beautiful out to DJ, to Mossy Mulvihill. Mossy, these Mulvihills are made of hard stuff. They have it. Mossy's down. He's possibly fouled. He's holding onto the ball. Right, no indication at all from Patchy what he's going to do with this. I have no doubt he possibly will hop it. It's a free to Moyvane. Jackie will take it, I'd say. placing the ball in no hurry at all whatsoever. Moyvane are heading for their 18th title. It's in their pocket at this stage, and I have no doubt they will celebrate in style, as I know how in Moyvane. I kick out, it's into the corner. Carl O'Connor should win that. He'll possibly head for the corner at this stage and it up the clock. Kick it anywhere at this stage, but try to kick it over the bar or kick it wide. That'll be my policy. And it's Jackie Mulvihill again, right on the sideline, on the Desmond 45. Back to Carl O'Connor, and it's all over. No, it's not. It's a free excitement at boiling point here. It's 23 seconds gone. That is 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes of injury time. I don't think we had that much injury time myself, but that's for the referee to decide. As I say, fan of the traditional team, the team, as I say, are going away heading North Kerry Championship, heading for their 18th title. It's a long, he takes the good option. He kicks it 10-15 yards wide, and I'd say they kick out, and it should be all over. It should be all over. I've no doubt. Nelligan going back for the ball at this stage. Morris Carney, of course, was the last man to lift the cup for Moyvane in '99. Was the last time. It's a low kick out. It's kicked out already, and play continues. Patrick Shanahan, and he's gone in 3 minutes of injury time. I can't see 3 minutes. It's Murphy, a long one. This is the last chance, I've no doubt about, but it's cut out. It's cut out by Dennis Kennelly. Kennelly across to Mossy, and Kennelly going, but it breaks. It's all over! It's all over! And Moyvane at the 2003 North Kerry Championship. What a game! What a second half! And the scoreline of 10 points to 8. A fantastic North Kerry final. Beautiful football from Inteen. No doubt Desmonds will be disappointed, but it's Moyvane's year, and Moyvane will celebrate in style on a fantastic victory on the scoreline at 10 points to 8 here from O'Reilly Park. What a game, what a North Kerry final. It was from end to end, and I must congratulate both teams for giving us a magnificent game of positive football. Nothing negative whatsoever about it. No dirty tactic, no beautiful game of football, and congratulations to Moyvane. I've no doubt Desmonds will be back, and they do North Kerry proud by holding their Division 1 status in Kerry. So goodbye, but again congratulations to Moyvane on the final score of 10 points to 8. Moyvane take their 18th title, and they are kingpins of North Kerry, and their captain now will receive the Eamon O'Donoghue Cup.
Great celebrations out here in the field, and my thanks to Mike Enright, and our apologies about the camera work, because we were up on top of the scoreboard. No scaffolding available for us today, but however a great win for Moyvane.
Congratulations, a fantastic performance. How are you feeling now?
Got a tired body, but it's well worth the fans. We enjoyed tonight.
Tell me, how did you feel at half time?
We felt confident enough. We were up 2 or 3 points. We played better against the Breeze probably usually, so we were very confident at half time.
You see, what was the turning point in the second half? Do you feel we were able to say we have it?
Jesus, not till the final whistle, to be honest with you. Kevin Lynch had a chance at a goal there, and we missed it, but Jesus, they could have changed in that, like. Fire contest, yeah. Very early, it's going to start now.
Hands up!
Yeah! Mighty fall here.
Great feeling altogether. Every bit as good, if not better than 99. The second one is nice. Thank God things were right on this day for us. Well, we said at the start, before the game, we said we'd go and we played the first half and we were in lead. Things went right for us. We'd have to battle our stuff. We came back into it. We just said do the same thing again that we did in the first half to begin the second half. Even better, no comparison, even better. Thanks very much.
Oh yeah, great. I feel great altogether. Yeah, it's nice to win, like, you know. Oh yeah, it was hard, like, it was down to the end, like, you know. So it was just lucky to get there, like, you know. Oh yeah, we played well, like, we have a lot of work done, like, we trained very hard and everything, like, you know. So no one gave us a chance, but we came out on top at the end, and that's the main thing.
But you felt hard when you beat the hot favourites over Finnewood, and then you came along and again did the same as again. How did you do it?
Oh, we just keep the heads on, determined. Everyone is determined, like the whole 15 players, like there's 25 players training, so everyone puts in the same effort, like. Do you know what I mean? So that's it, you know.
So what's the plan for tomorrow?
Yeah, I will take a break in and a few points, and that's the main thing.
Well done.
Right, thanks.
Toughest game I ever played. Hard game. Oh fuck. It was a good game of football, yeah. Castleisland came back in the second half. We held out, we came back, all you people run off all year. We're fucking here, we're Moyvane. Moyvane are always a championship team, so we proved it out there today.
Desmond, tell me, were you shouting for Desmond?
No.
Where are you from?
In Moyvane.
And what's your name?
Jennifer and Aileen.
Pardon?
Jennifer and Aileen.
So who were you shouting for? Who were your favourite players?
John and all of them. They're all great.
Would there be any school like that tomorrow?
No.
Tell me, who was the best player my man has?
Jackie Mulvane. Jackie Mulvane, John Mulvane. I play for the Castleisland goalie. Good enough here.
Absolutely unbelievable. It's my first year now staying around. It's a great year altogether. I went in there myself with Tomaski, and I imagine we were doing all the talking, and the boys were all very hyped up before the game, and I imagine they kept it going all the way through. Well, naturally enough, at half time it allows me second half of the hour was very tough, but the boys we trained hard all year, and luckily enough it paid off.
Well, lads, fantastic victory for Moyvane. What kind of a game was it enough looking at it from the sideline, lads? What do you think, Johnny? I said, what do you think of the game?
Fantastic game, Paddy. Absolutely fantastic. They're great football.
Tell me, they had a great start and they were well in control at half time. Did you still feel that Desmond were going to come back into it in the second half?
I did anyway. I felt that they would, but if we could maybe contain them after they get back into the game, we did contain them. But Desmond's had to come back into it. They were very poor up to half time.
The turning point was after half time, they got 3 points. They brought it back to 3 points and brought it back level. Then Moyvane won the game in the next 5 or 7 minutes. They brought it back and ticked 3 great points to go 3 points up. And then they had their chance of a goal. They got 1 chance of a goal, and Castleisland made a great team. They didn't bear any great luck with us as today. So they played great football.
But it was a great team. But it was a great team performance right throughout the field.
Great team performance. Fair play to Tomaski. He stuck with the team all the year. To the year of the doubles.
Yeah.
Tyrone won the double, Kilkenny won the double, and Moyvane won the double.
Now tell me, where did you see that save from over there? I mean, that was a vital turning point, wasn't it, when Desmond went through there?
Put to the gate, Pascal got him, he just got him good. He came out quickly and he just backed down for a great save.
It'll make a great old Christmas, lads, in Moyvane once again.
Yeah, it was a good Christmas in Moyvane, but it's going to be the best one we have for a long time.
Lads, enjoyed it, well done. Yes, indeed, great excitement now. They bring them in for the cup presentation. Please, congratulations. How are we feeling now?
Oh, elated over the mood.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Nerve-wracking though, you're fairly drained after it, I say.
Oh, I know what the rest of the men have been going through. Body Shane and we got away and a few of them lads on the sideline.
Anyway, enjoy the weekend.
Thanks very much.
Football, a fine crowd, a fine atmosphere, and a very sporting game. And the result was in doubt up to the last minute. Castleisland were favourites going into this. It just goes to show you how difficult it is to put 2 finals back to back. They were the bookies' favourites, and I think most people I've spoken to in the last week felt that Castleisland had the quality to win 2 in a row. But I've no doubt that Castleisland will be contesting it again next year. They really have, over the last couple of years, targeted the North Kerry Championship as the #1 target, and in doing that, they have raised the standard of football in North Kerry. When you have to play Division 1 football in the North Kerry Championship, it improves the standard of football, and that's a good thing. So, commiserations to Castleisland, and we hope to see you back in the final again next year. The boys from the border. What can you say about it? You could see them in March and April and they wouldn't win a parish league. And as the year goes on, they get better. And today, without a doubt, they were the 7 winners of the North Kerry Championship. It was a very sporting game. There were 2 yellow cards. My own I got 1 anyway. And as usual, he got it from the sit. I won't pick out individuals, you all saw there were some great individual displays, and indeed, in many cases, by the lesser players in the Moyvane team who showed up to be excellent footballers. I would also like to compliment Pat Sheehy and his officials who officiated. They made an excellent job of it. And also to the officials who refereed the under 21 replay. 2 excellent games in a very sporting manner. And as well as that, I would like to mention Danny Enright, who is the next officer of the board, who is very ill at the moment and was a top class referee here in North Kerry for the last 2 years. Danny, you're in our thoughts. And I think there's very little for me to do now other than to call Jackie my boy. Before I present the cup to Jackie, I would like to thank the Ballylongford Club for the way they presented that with the facilities here today and the cooperation we got from them and the build up to this. Like, I had a buzz on my ear, of course, until they got it. But now that they got it, they really handled it very well. And thanks to Ballylongford and we'd also like to thank Radio Kerry, Wishy and his team. I don't know if Muck is here or not, don't spooful, but fair play to them. They attend all our matches and we're delighted to have them, and also to the printed press. Thank you very much. Now Jackie.
This is for all the people in the road, it's off all fucking year! Well lads, I won't say much, but I thank a lot of people. I'll start off with thanking Knockanover for giving us the pitch and Tom Atkin. Thanks very much. Tom Murphy was there and Knockanover gave us the pitch, so thanks very much. I'd thank Brossons to give us super sandwiches all to go for the championship, so thanks very much as well, Brossons. I thank people at the club now, so we'll start off with all players, so that's a mighty effort all year, so thanks very much lads. League and championship, well done. Everyone's a really effort. Thank we start off for selectors, management, everyone, and our chairman, Paddy Mogul, Tomas Keane, Ian Sweeney, John Behan, so thanks lads, well done. There's one man lads, I don't think you would have won it. He put in all the effort all year, and now everyone knows who he is. That's GJ, he's trained us all year, I'd like to have a look at Castleisland, they're a good team. They're fined 3 years in a row, so I think that's we deserve this one. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thanks very much lads.
Moyvane are heading over. Team photograph in a few minutes and they'll be over on the far side. The darkness is falling here in this O'Reilly Park in Ballylongford. Well, there certainly is great excitement as the Moyvane team are over here and they're about to sing. Excitement here, a deserving victory for a great team. Well, Tomas, a fantastic feeling, absolutely fantastic feeling. How are we feeling at this stage?
Well, geez, we're feeling over the moon to realise what we have to do. We're after having a great game, I suppose. I don't know,
it was a fantastic game. It was a fantastic game, and I mean, you were deserving winners. You missed a lot of wides, didn't you? You kicked a lot of wides.
I thought in the first half we kicked 4 or 5 bad wides. We should have scored, and I thought we would, make us suffer at the end of the day, but it didn't. So we just there's a desperate heart or spirit or something in this team, and the last couple of games we won't be beaten, we just won't die. We have defined everybody in the last couple of games, and we just won't die. We keep going to the last.
Well done. Well, Cathal, how are we feeling at this stage? Catch a hold of that microphone there. Tell me, what's the feeling like at this stage? Can you believe it?
No, it's great to win. It's great to win. Great to win.
Tell me, at what stage, you know, did you feel, well, we have it?
It was never over, right up to the end. It was never over, like Castleisland can always come back. They came in for, did a couple of shots for goals at the end of it, but the boys at the back, Will Madden and the boys kept them out.
No, at half time, you know, having gone in, you had a 3-point lead, had been playing well, but had kicked a lot of wides. What was said to you at half time?
Just to go out and do the same from the start again. That's all you can do is against Castleisland, just go at him, hit him, and go at him. There's more I can do with him. Put the ball over the bar.
No, you were in a very confident mood the last night without being cocky, and you certainly felt you had the work done. It paid off today, all that hard training, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Training for the last 2 or 3 months, DJ Mo, but in a fierce effort there, as Jackie said. Training, no, it's worth it now, look.
No, it's now just gone, it's gone 10 past 4, there's a long evening there. What's the plan over the next few days, Cathal?
Not much then.
Celebration time.
Celebration time is right.
Well done, enjoy every bit of it.
Emmanuel,
Tell me what your names are from left to right here. What's your name? Marguerite. And who were you shouting for, Marguerite? Moyvane. And what age are you, Marguerite? 9. Who's your favourite player? You like them all, you do? And what's your name?
Aileen.
Aileen what?
Aileen Kennelly.
Tell me, Aileen, had you any relation playing belong to you?
Yeah, my brother and my cousin.
What's your brother's name?
Kieran Kennelly.
Is he the best player Moyvane have?
I don't know.
One of the best anyway. Good girl. And tell me, what class are you in?
I'm 4th.
4th class. And what age is your boyfriend?
I don't have one.
Good girl yourself. And tell me, what's your name?
Jennifer Kennelly.
And Jennifer, what relation are you to any of the players?
Kieran Kennelly.
Fantastic. So were you a bit nervous near the end that Castleisland might get a goal? Yeah. But how are you feeling now?
I'm great.
Will you have school tomorrow in Moyvane, you think?
I won't be going anyway.
Won't you? And why won't you be going?
I'll be out still.
You'll be out still, good girl. And what's your name? Put the mic up to your mouth. What's your name?
Elaine.
Elaine what? Come here. Are you delighted?
Yeah.
Who's your favourite player?
Martha.
And are you going to school tomorrow?
Probably, yeah.
Good girl. Well done, Elaine. Let me hear it from Moyvane. Hip hip.
Hooray!
What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin, that's a lovely jersey you have. Who were you shouting for? Castleisland, was it? Huh? And what did you... What? Did they win the match?
Yeah.
By how much? Couple of pints, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me, is Santi coming?
Yeah.
What's he bringing you?
Yu-Gi-Oh! PlayStation game.
A PlayStation game? What PlayStation game is he bringing you?
Yu-Gi-Oh! PlayStation game. A Beyblade PlayStation game. A Beyblade.
Good man. And will you go to bed early that night, you will?
Yeah.
Say up Moyvane.
Up Moyvane.
Well done.
Oh, the 4 Moyvane brothers here.
Well, lads, what's the feeling like at this stage? Has it sank in at this stage, lads?
Great effort to put championship and the league together. We came down as underdogs, but at the end of the day, it's a 50-50 chance, and thankfully we came out by a point at the end of the day.
No, we'll say, will this be your sweetest game all year?
Would be for me anyway, because it's my first time playing and winning, so for the lads that played them before, but definitely for me, my sweetest ever.
And tell me, how does it compare, lads, to the game against Finoog the last year?
Tougher, more physical game today, way more tougher than Castleisland, a big physical, strong team, and they had us right down to the wire, but just a bit looking today, it's smooth.
It'll make a great week next week, I suppose. Will you be working tomorrow?
Good until the middle of January with a help of God.
Lads, enjoy every bit of it. Well done, well done.
As you can now see, darkness is falling here, and the Moyvane crowd are still out on the field, and certainly a fantastic day here and in O'Reilly Memorial Park, Ballylongford, and certainly it is a day of days for Moyvane. 18th North Kerry Senior Championship title as they make their way to the dressing room for showers before they head out to their own neck of the woods.
Patsy, good exciting game.
Great game, Paddy, lovely game, clean game and a good game of football, good game.
Now, at half time, did you still reckon that Moyvane would have it all to do, even though they were 3 points ahead?
I fancied Moyvane, Paddy, I fancied Moyvane. I'll tell you, one of the fellas that fancied Moyvane about 6 or 7 weeks ago.
Yeah, how come?
I fancied them because they have 5 good backs, and today they have 6 after today, and they have a good goalkeeper, 2 good lads centre field, and the rest of them plug away, you know, and get on with the job. I slightly fancied Moyvane.
Now, what did you see as the turning point of the game, Patsy?
I'll tell you, Paddy, it was simple that Moyvane were going in for the 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
And they were winning the 50-50 balls, and that's what won the championship. That's what won the game from. That was my turning point of it. They were winning the 50-50 balls. They were putting in their legs and hands.
And like when it does come to North Kerry football, like they do take the beating, don't they? I mean, they've won 18 titles now. Like they haven't done that for nothing.
They do, Paddy. Like people said before, that the fields were bad in North Kerry and there was wind and rain and fellas were dirty in North Kerry. But today they beat them sheer football today. They outclassed Castleisland with sheer football today. And it's nice to see that,
Well, Teddy, congratulations. Fantastic feeling. Can you believe it?
Thanks, Paddy. It was really a dream come true for us. I suppose at the start of the year, looking to us, we wouldn't certainly have been rated as the championship favourites. But as North Kerry Championship, as Moyvane are the true North Kerry Championship team, they'll always be there with no shout. And today was no exception. It was a brilliant game of football, totally enjoyed by everybody. But I think Moyvane were more up for it than Desmond's. I think we just had that bit of extra heart. We wanted it more than anybody. And we wanted to prove everybody wrong. We were just written off. And fair play to them. They did well. All in all, it was an excellent game all in all. But we are delighted with the result, Paddy.
Well, Jimmy Dean, another great North Kerry final. You've witnessed another good one today.
Well, it was typical of North Kerry finals, and certainly Moyvane lived up to all expectations, and they really played very well, and they were deserving winners. Desmond's got their chances, but they didn't take them. And Moyvane played with typical heart. They are, I suppose, more than any other team in North Kerry, the most consistent over the years. They've won more finals and lost more finals than anybody else, but they certainly deserve to win this game today.
Jimmy. Well, Paddy Mulvey, another great victory. Well done. Nerve-wracking second half, though.
Nerve-wracking second half. Great praise due to Moyvane. Played football from the word go. Excellent, very well turned out Moyvane football team. Very impressed with him.
Now tell me, at half-time, that they had been in control, had kicked a lot of wides. Were you worried that Desmonds were going to come back into it again in the second half?
Not really. I saw him playing against St. Simmons and against Finnoig, and the way they played against Finnoig, I was very confident we'll North Kerry Championship match here today.
How do Moyvane continue to do it? I mean, this is the 18th championship title. Nobody in North Kerry has come near them. What is it that makes them so hungry to win this particular title out there? You've been involved over the years, you've seen it, you know what it's about.
Moyvane people have a fierce tradition for North Kerry football since Cormac O'Leary's time, back to the Brosnans, the Callaghans, Andrahans, ourselves, the Mulvilles, Kennellys, Fitzmaurice's. Unreal the amount of tradition that's in Moyvane, really, when it comes to North Kerry football.
Now, for Castleisland, Desmonds, they were bidding for their second ever one back-to-back. Did you feel they didn't have the same hunger that Moyvane had?
They hadn't the same hunger Moyvane would have, but how could they have the same hunger like when you consider Moyvane or Division 4 of the County League and Castleisland or Division 1. Moyvane were always Division 1 of the County League, and that's what we're going to aim from after today.
Paddy, enjoy the weekend. I'm sure it'll make a great Christmas. I don't think you'll be at work tomorrow in Limerick. I would have my doubts, but whether you are or you aren't anyway, enjoy it.
Thank you very much, Paddy.
So there we have it from Ballylongford, with darkness falling and the young and old having their chips before they go home. The 2003 North Kerry Senior Championship final going to victorious Moyvane as they head back out to North Kerry. We say hearty congratulations to those. Our thanks to the North Kerry board and to all who helped us in making this video production. Mike Enright, the commentator, and our apologies if our match camera was on the move due to the lack of not having a platform to work from. We hope you enjoyed this video production. Good evening, Lynch, Slán a Gaibh, Léir.